but I'm stupid. I'm gay, but I'm straight. I crop dust in Whole Foods. Baby, what it all comes down to.
My favorite intro. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Trouble Stream. It is Friday. How y'all doing? How's everyone today? How are we doing?
I am just a touch sickly, but Walls has me beat.
Showing you up.
I'm also just a touch sickly, but had nothing else to do, and I was originally not going to be able to come today because I had errands, but because I'm a touch sickly, I was here and I haven't talked to anybody in like a week, so I wanted to hang out with you guys.
Here we are. We have a 3-way FaceTime call. Still FaceTime Friday. Although every day should be FaceTime Friday because, I don't know. I've taken a lot of painkillers, so I am not a touch chronically ill is what I'll say. So, today's going to be a relaxed, chill day, just like we're on a FaceTime call. That's the vibes. That's the mood. Will we sprint? Who knows? Maybe. Probably. I'll probably throw in a 32-minute sprint so I can watch Anna's new video. We also have a slight conflict today because, for some reason, because she hates us, truly, we have Violet streaming the Throne of Glass live stream.
We're just gonna watch this.
Yeah, we're just going to watch this.
Be brave, unmute.
Lena she's just the character full of
That's why.
hypocrisy.
Unmute site.
Because maybe I'm misremembering this, but when she first goes to the palace, doesn't she oil the hinges on the door?
I've never read this book,
Maybe I'm
so
misremembering that.
Yeah, what book are they doing?
if I remember from
They're doing Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass.
Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sarah J. Maas, which I have read, but
I was watching that. You should leave a comment. What
I did.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said, "Hey, friends."
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, she's the worst fucking assassin ever. She's fucking jumpy as shit. She
Wow,
everyone knows when she's coming. Like,
As if.
God.
That's what.
Yeah, this is true. just making her like dresses was supposed to be her.
The
able to
Troubles
get away with
are
saying
watching
something.
while they stream.
See,
Crystal has
They
told us.
still make
has told us.
Keltane like the mean girl, the bad girl, like
Mean Girl, exactly. See, I kind of did this.
I'm
similar
actually
thing
amazed
in
how good the
my
quality
own
is.
book, where like
I thought
my
it was
character, she's
I thought it was gonna be super. This is like we could do
an
this.
elven princess, but she's like a warrior princess.
Just
She's
like-
fucking jacked.
No,
She's
no,
also, like,
Catherine.
she's just
I'm
really
kidding.
pretty.
I'm
But, like,
kidding.
she's jacked as
Because obviously,
shit.
I
It's
mean,
not
I hate
like
Throne of
Selena,
Glass,
where, like,
so.
she's lean and skinny
But we
and
love
thin,
Violet.
and then she has her pretty
We do.
dresses, and she likes
We
pretty
do, even if she hates
dresses,
us.
And then,
And Callum and
she
Emily,
acts
of course.
Like a lady. My character's
Yeah.
like fucking, I don't know.
How fun.
kind of
yeah.
butch.
That's the thing is you can
Also
definitely
likes
do it, but you have to do it in a way that makes sense.
Exactly. Like,
Great point, Violet.
So
Excellent way to put it.
Mhm.
I don't want to jump forward, but this love
Commentate
triangle,
on Violent Stream.
Was it ever a competition?
banners with you guys?
Was it a competition? Because there's an obvious answer of who's the better pair there. Because I mean, I love a himbo as much as the rest, but Kale, there's no chemistry there.
Me too, Callum.
He's
I
also the
also
fact that
love
he's
a
creep,
himbo.
because I didn't pick up on this the first time I read it. But I think it's after the Christmas ball. And then Dorian and Selena are in the bedroom and they kiss. Dorian leaves. Selena looks out the
Christmas
window
ball?
out to the garden.
There's a
And
Christmas
Kale's
I
just
thought
down
this
there
was a
watching.
fantasy world. Oh, sorry, guys.
It is.
Oh yeah,
It is. But it's Sarah J. Maas.
remember
so.
that. I've
it's like
Lots of
serial
that
killer
out.
moment for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
it's
like,
really creepy and weird. And I'm like, what? Like,
The stream today is just us
Yeah.
watching
This is
TV.
actually I shouldn't have done this. This is
We
a
should
bad
do this every
idea,
week.
because
It'd be
this
so
always
much
happens
easier.
Every time I start
It would
talking
be.
about
It
her.
would be.
I
I want it
mean-
to be funny.
I
at the
mean, I
same
She
think
does
time.
it
all-
in every single series where she sets up that, like, oh, this could be a poly relationship, and then no, they pick one.
Oh, the
And
fact that
it's
Sarah
like,
J. Maas doesn't do
Why?
grapples.
Like, I understand
Absurd.
at the time when this came out, she couldn't
I
have
feel
done
like that's
that.
a perfect transition
but also
into
it's like-
talking about your stuff, Katie.
Don't set it up like that.
Oh,
like,
is it?
actually have it
I don't
play
think
out
so.
like
Is
they're
it?
competing.
I
It's
don't
like
think
it's just
so.
a really
Anyway.
written love triangle. Because I love
We'll come back to that. We'll come
Maybe
back
we'll
to
come
that.
back to that.
We'll come back to it. Yeah, we'll circle jerk back to that. Anyway, let's say hi to the people who've been here. Kelly is here this week. Hope this week has treated you kindly. Turns out all of us are just being slapped by the devil. Kelly is also running on 2 hours of sleep, caffeine, and a dream. Hope that's enough for you. Get yourself a coffee. Crystal says, "What a mood." And I said, you say yes. Sorry, I'm just very distracted by how many stuff is happening at this moment.
What's happening?
Just the stream over here on the side. I'm like waiting for Violet to pull up the comment about the trouble stream watching this.
She doesn't. Here's the thing about Violet. She doesn't really. I mean, she
waved at me. She pulled up my comment and waved at me.
She's very good at staying on topic. So she sometimes kind of doesn't acknowledge non-on topic comments.
Yeah.
So she might not acknowledge it, which is fine. But
yeah,
we've all acknowledged her because we're good friends.
Like she's a good host. Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put the link to this if y'all do not know Violet for some fucking reason. Go watch her stream and go follow her, not us.
Don't give her any ideas. We are not inches away from this.
We are truly not inches away from this because my favorite player is losing. So
wait, hold up though. We need to look into this because there are like certain fair use laws about parody and comedy and commentary. I don't know. We need to look into it. I don't know how live sports broadcasting works because they seem to be in a league of their own.
That was terrible. I loved it though.
No, you can well, anyway, we should look into it because I think it would be fun to watch you comment on sports.
I have considered if my mother knew about my YouTube channel, I would film us watching because we are hysterical. We are very funny. And I wouldn't have to show the tennis. Yeah. So it would be great. There's a Jod. Goop time zones, breasties.
Hey, Jod.
Hope you're doing okay. I know you have to do a lot of work today because
Did you just say hope you're doing okay?
Did I?
Did you?
I don't know. This is my first cup of coffee, y'all. I cannot be held responsible for the things that I may say.
I just love the unhinged way. Well, not unhinged, whatever. It's so random, but like the ways that we're all holding our mugs. Katie's like semi-normal, and I'm like, "Meh," and didn't you have a mug earlier? Oh, I thought you had a mug. Never mind.
You got to get yourself a mug. My mother bought a Keurig the other day, so now we have a Keurig.
Congrats.
Thank you.
This really is a FaceTime call. We're like,
I mean, I was really tempted to start the stream from my kitchen so I could show you it brewing a Keurig. Brewing. I didn't. But
the first sprint is my obligatory breakfast sprint, so we may end up in the kitchen anyway.
Yep, that's why I call this a FaceTime call. It says we look lovely this morning. Thank you.
Really, because we all feel like crap. So
yep, we're out here living. Surprise, Wallace! Yes, so glad she's here.
Is it a surprise?
Wallace, say ally. I mean, TikTok. It's like, this is my best friend, Valentina.
She does.
She's like, ally.
Ally.
No, I haven't. Oh no, you guys are giving me FOMO.
That was an older one.
Ew, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's been my what was happening the other day that I was like, I bet this is going crazy on TikTok. Oh, the Swedish not feeding their children thing. Was that a thing that happened on TikTok? No? Okay, never mind.
Whoa.
I'm not really on TikTok, but the Swedes aren't feeding their children?
No,
what?
Okay, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but because after I deleted TikTok, I unfortunately supplemented my TikTok hours with Twitter hours, which is just awful because Twitter doesn't make me feel good.
Me too.
So my monthly goal for June, you know how my May goal was to declutter? My monthly goal is to go a whole month without doing a day where I go on TikTok or Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping...
I also deleted Facebook. Did you delete Facebook on the first?
I did not. I know. Because last week... No. Oh, yeah, shame. That's okay.
Shame. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Oh, damn. She double shamed you.
That's okay. There have been multiple reasons. There have been a lot of just crazy things happening the last week of May, so I didn't do any of the prep that I had listed out for people. Also, nobody's posting in that channel, so I figured nobody's actually doing it. So I was like, well, if other people aren't going to do that, I'm not going to do it either. And yeah, I realized my digital declutter is going to happen at a later date, probably maybe in July when I am on holiday anyway. So I will do it. I'm just not doing it June 1st. But
God bless you, Grape.
anyway, circle jerking back. My hope is this month I don't fill up all the Twitter, TikTok holes with Reddit. But anyway, I was on Twitter and Twitter went crazy because somebody tweeted that when they were a kid, they would go over to their Swedish friend's house and their parents would call them down for dinner, the kid who lived there. And the kid who was staying over just had to sit in the room while they ate because the Swedish parents wouldn't feed them. And then all these people on Twitter were talking about how, yeah, that's totally normal in Swedish culture. Who knows, how actually normal it is. I don't know. And I have family from Sweden, so I should probably talk to them about it. But anyway, it was like Twitter was just, I don't know why, but Twitter was just going like meltdown over this. And I kept thinking, God, I bet there are really some hilarious TikToks about this. And I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I saw that too. People being like, it becoming like a culture discussion of like culturally, like if you go over to someone's house and they don't feed you, it's like a thing that's mean. The kids friends are there complaining. Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm never going back to that bitch's house again. Like, they didn't even offer me a snack. No.
That's like a whole thing. Like, you come over to our house, you're gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a cultural thing.
Have I talked about my sleepover from hell before on stream?
Oh, I don't think you have.
I won't go. Yes, I've told you guys that one.
In person, probably, yeah. But
okay, yeah.
Sure.
So I won't go into the whole spiel, but I will just say this one thing. When you're from the South, I don't know, Devisha, you can confirm or deny this, but you're basically taught that when you have guests in your house, your guests take precedence over everything. Like, to be a good host, you just want to make your guests feel as comfortable as possible. Mm-hmm. And I was invited to a sleepover as a child. Granted, we were not in the South; we were in the North. Let me just give a highlight so you guys don't have to hear the whole thing. But basically, the entire day, it was like I was there as a guest just to serve the host. And the culmination was when I was taken up to the place where we were going to be sleeping, which was a dusty old attic. And there was a cot for a bed. And the girl looked at me and she's like, "That's my bed. You'll be sleeping on the floor." So I just remember being like, my Southern sensibilities were so insulted. I was like, oh my. In Texas, this would never fly.
The injustice of it all. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. This really is a FaceTime call. We're talking about sleepovers.
Yeah. Are we gonna sprint? I mean, we don't have to.
I thought you were gonna ask if we're gonna have a sleepover.
We already did that.
We did
one.
Let's have another one. It's been a long time since our last sleepover.
You guys are having another one.
Okay, but you're not there, and we need everybody. Let me look through the comments, see if I missed anybody. Becca is here. Hello. Let me know how your marriage is doing today. Live stream Inception. Absolutely. Hello, Cool Gamer. I also asked the same question. What does family have? I think it was technically something called Yule Miss or something like a Yule thing, if I'm remembering correctly, which I could be remembering incorrectly. I read this book 7 years ago and did not reread it because I didn't have time this month. We really have entered the next gen of streaming. Love a good himbo. I don't know who that is. The original himbo. The rules are made up and the world doesn't matter. Yeah. YouTube's copyright infringement algorithm does not necessarily care. They take it down without actually realizing it's fair use. That is true. But I hope y'all would love it. I would get banned though, is the thing. My channel would get deleted, and that's what I don't. Maybe I'll make a burner account. Katie watches tennis. Would watching sports fall into the same laws as ones used for React videos? Possibly. Hello, Flora and the Fawn. Oh, look at that cute little raccoon. Yeah. That was, yep. As an Appalachian, that's a cardinal sin. You make extra so if anyone happens to drop by, you have food ready to go. Yep. I don't know where you were. Where were you in the north that happened?
Fresh meat.
Hello, Oliver.
Hello, Oliver.
Welcome to the stream.
How are you today?
Welcome to
To the
the
FaceTime call.
Geographically, generally, where are you? Wait, how old are you first before you tell me anything about your location? I don't want to get another kid to reveal their location on the internet because I learned my lesson there.
But it was fine. He's like 18 in 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, but Isabella wasn't, and she was in the same town.
Is she?
Are you really 90? I don't know why. That's like an age people can be, but that doesn't seem like that's.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the internet.
Share your wisdom with us.
What's up? How you doing? What are you a writer? Are you here just
a writer?
for the FaceTime call? Because there's nothing about writing in this.
Are you gay? Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, y'all.
Tangent.
It took
Oliver,
me.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I was just gonna say, Oliver. First of all, we all apologize. For you are a writer. Oh my gosh, tell us.
Hello, welcome to the. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, tell us all about yourself and what are you looking for in a writing community and how can we help foster that for you? Let me give you just a disclaimer. We are a bit much. So, we are always excited to have new people here, but just so you know, we are a bit much. We're a bit much.
We're unhinged and
Oliver.
Come on, Oliver. See, Oliver, you're gonna fit right in here.
Do not tell us where you live, Oliver. It's like, man, my vision of you just Benjamin buttoned itself. Like,
straight down. Oh my goodness.
All right, Oliver, crash course. This is
We
the
are
three of us. Yeah, we are. We are a cult. First of all, Jessica is our Jod. She's our figurehead. But we are the leaders. There's a fourth. She's what?
Did you say figurehead with the?
No, did I?
Oh.
It was intentional. I'm gonna pretend it was intentional.
This is our fourth member. This is Steve. He cannot be here today, unfortunately, but
because he's an adult and he has a nurse job and he's responsible and stuff. Excuse me.
We are a cult with subcults.
Yeah. Ooh, tell us about some of the subcult.
The astrology subcult. I feel like that's a subcult that's really taken off.
The Chaos Queens.
Ooh, three.
Okay, I think
Three.
I'm back. Are the Chaos Queens a subcult?
I would believe so.
Okay.
We do. Sorry, this is why I'm distracted, so I shouldn't be. Oh my god, why do I have a billion tabs open?
Oliver, for marketing research purposes, let us know how you found us.
There's apparently a subcult.
And tell us about yourself. What genre do you work in? Don't tell us any identifying things about location, though, because, like I said, I've learned my lesson on that one.
Let us know if you like tennis. Let us know. Let us know all the things you would like to. Let us know if you're part of the LGBTQ plus community. Because welcome, happy Pride.
Even if you aren't, you are still welcome here.
You are. Oh, literally typed in Hangout and filtered by. Oh, so we're a Hangout.
Wait, but you also just happen to be a writer? How did that happen? Did you put in writer Hangout?
I don't know how you would have got here because there's literally nothing about being a writer.
I know. It was
because we have really just destroyed writing branding.
But here's the thing though, Oliver, not to toot my own horn, but every 4 weeks, when I'm the host, we do Sprints and Shop Talk, and I have a writerly theme. What?
This sounds like a toot.
I said not to. Yeah, it is a toot. It's tooting my own horn. So we do every 4 weeks at least, and then sometimes Devesha and Steve also have writing questions too. It's really Katie that just is the most chaos on her streams.
It's true. Well, because I'm just here. Well, it's funny because we started out on my channel. a billion years ago during the Worldwide Write-a-thon. Which,
That's
if you don't know
true.
about the Worldwide Write-a-thon,
Oliver! Write-a-thon is coming up.
it's fantastic. It's amazing. It's run by the lovely Jessica Williamson and Sam L. Nassett, who is not here, but if she was, I'd pop her name up. I will post more about that in the chat. I also put our Discord if you would like to join our Discord.
Yay! Oh, I like it when we have new people.
Can you tell new people don't show up very often? It's true. There's a tennis sub call. If you want me to send you the horny tennis tweets, I can do that because I see that you love tennis and baseball. Not part of the community, but know people that are. Well, now you know many more because we're all just gay over here. Poot that horn.
Poot poot.
Poot poot. Here we go. All right, should we actually do a sprint?
No.
Yeah. I would like to eat something.
Yeah, we gotta have at least our obligatory.
So nourishing.
God, I need coffee.
Wait, should we do goop for Oliver? So Oliver.
Yes.
I was gonna do dinosaurs, but we could do goop
That's
first.
It's a classic. Oh,
So Oliver, this is one of a timer from my personal YouTube channel. Go subscribe if you aren't. No, just kidding. You don't need to.
Link somewhere. It's somewhere.
But I made this timer, and about 11 minutes or 13 minutes, I always forget. About halfway through the timer, when I was filming it on a dock on a lake, and a lady went by in a paddleboard, and she has now forever been immortalized as our mascot, almost, wouldn't you say? She and Tom Tom are mascots.
Which this is Tom Tom.
That's Tom Tom. He's our riding tomato for our pomodoros that we do. But yeah, Gooptress is her name. She's a very interesting character. We have lore for her that the archivists, if they ever would get their butts to work, would put in the archives of our Discord.
it's never gonna happen. Give it up.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, the Discord is library themed, so I highly recommend you join it because I think it's a fun place.
I also love our little community. Here we go. It also does have sound. I always pick the one with sound because our archivists suck. That's the answer. They're not here to defend themselves, so I can say that because one of them is screaming.
It's part of the meme. It's part of the meme. And that's okay because then I get to explain it every time someone new comes. And I enjoy explaining it in person anyway because I like hearing the sound of my own voice. So it's good.
I know you didn't come here to sprint, Becca, but we all could watch Anna Robbins' new video. I'm going to post that in the
let's all do that. Let's all collectively watch Anna's new video instead of working. That has, as Devisha pointed out, Katie was like, "Oh, it's on revision, which is perfect because I need to revise." And Devisha was like, "So instead of actually revising, you're just going to watch a video on revision."
I mean, what better way? I also have to get more coffee. This is just a do whatever the fuck you want sprint. I lost my timer. There it is. I was like, I can't start it if I can't click it.
All right. Happy sprinting, everyone.
Happy sprint.
There goes Goop Dress.
to our first sprint.
You sound like you're underwater, babe.
Yeah, something happened to your mic. Anyway, grape fry, grape freeze. How did you do?
I did well. Oh, am I echoing?
Oh shoot, it's probably my mic. Is this better?
I don't know. Hello?
I can't hear you, Echo.
Oh no, I can't.
Can you hear me echo, Katie, or is it just me?
Am I still underwater?
No, you're better.
Good.
Okay.
You're on ground. You're on solid ground.
But did you get the
Crawled
bend?
out of the ocean.
Careful as you come up. You gotta release that nitrogen pressure. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to have lung death or whatever.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It got so loud.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. I haven't touched anything. Literally, I'm just here with Tom Tom.
Okay. Okay. Just having some technical difficulty. How'd you do, Grape?
Good. I finished my main productivity goal for the week. So I'm gonna go mark that off on the little thing.
Great.
What'd you do? What'd you get?
I finished my beta reading chapters that I set for myself. And I started on like the next couple chapters, so
Excellent. Katie, how'd you do?
I went and got another coffee. And then I actually opened up all of my revision stuff, and then I started making a mood board. So.
Oh, you bitch.
I got like 2 minutes into Anna's video, and I was like, "Oh, this makes me want to revise." So I opened up. This book is for October, and I have a Tibifo question.
Yeah.
So I'm early in the story. Yeah, Katie, this revision's going real slow. I don't know when you're gonna get it, by the way, but
That's fine. I mean, I'll take it whenever.
yeah, it was going fast, and now it's not. But
Such as revision.
yeah, but there's a moment where the main character is trying to determine what kind of magic is protecting an object, and she has a talisman that is good at that. It like turns different colors depending on what magic is present. But anyway, my question is, she's found out what magic this thing is, and it's scared her. So she's grabbed the talisman back, and it then is going to turn a color to represent her magic, which is hedge magic. She's a hedge witch, which, just so people know, is like both like healing magic, but it's also kind of astral projection, and it's like walking between boundaries of the world of the living and the dead, and like there's also a little bit of death magic in there, and I don't know what color that should be. I was really thinking about it. I was like, it's kind of nature magic, so maybe green, and like I think it would make sense for my main character Kate to think it should be like green, because she doesn't know about the other half of the magic. She doesn't know. Sorry, if you're going to beta read for me, you're about to get some spoilers, but whatever. It doesn't matter. This book doesn't matter. But
it matters to me.
It matters to me.
No, I know, but like I think Miranda's here, and Jess, they're both here, and they're both going to be beta readers, like official beta readers, and I don't know if they want to come in totally fresh to the story, but seeing as how I have vlogs on my channel that go in detail about what's happening in the entire story, I don't think there's anyone who subscribed to me that would be fresh for Tibifo. So, but yeah, what color should it be? Because it's not just nature magic, it's also the like more spiritual stuff. So I was like, maybe like silver. I don't know. What? Give me some ideas.
Well, does she use this talisman again? Ever?
No. Maybe she should.
Because I was thinking, like, what if, like, at this, like, it like, if she uses the talisman again after she finds out about, like, the death magic and, like, the extra portion of the magic, it, like, pulses two different colors. But then because she's only harnessing this one part of her, when she first uses it, it's one color that she expects. And then when she uses it later, she's like, whoa, this is different. It's, like, pulsing different colors, or, like, a rainbow of colors. Because hedge witchery is kind of all magic, isn't it? Like, kind of, maybe not all magic, but,
in
like...
In my story, it's a little bit more, like, defined. I think, like, you know, I'm not an actual practicing witch, so I cannot speak to it, but hold on. I mean, my brain does not process magic systems, so you can't spoil what I can't process. Fair enough. But in this story, there are like defined areas for hedge
craft. I kind of like the idea of maybe it being, instead of one color and then multiple colors, it's muted. Like she's used to it being muted because of how she doesn't even know about half of the magic that she can use. And so then once she starts, yeah, that's interesting. Once she starts using more of the other stuff, maybe she can, because she does describe it. She's like, this was a gift from my sister and I have not had use for it yet except as a piece of jewelry. And so maybe on Halloween she can wear it after she's already used it and notice that it's different on her now. Like it's a more vibrant color because she's started tapping into her real full spectrum of abilities. But again, still though, what color? This is like very important, you guys, for one throwaway line in the story.
Kelly says, I've been pulled from lurking. I vote deep green and silver is good. I'm curious if you're using any deities.
Very Slytherin.
Very Slytherin, which is not Kate. She's very Hufflepuff. Or Ravenclaw. She's more Ravenclaw.
I don't know. She's kind of got... that's interesting. I was going to say, I don't think she has... Wait. Who's the one that's like... Oh, Hufflepuffs are loyal, but is she loyal? She just doesn't like people. And for the most part, I don't know. Well, anyway, that's
not the question. The Gaulish god, I'm gonna butcher this name, Cernulus.
There are. Ooh, that's interesting. Would we describe the king below as a deity, or is he like? Is he kind of? Or is it interesting? I don't know.
Flora is also thinking gray.
You know what I was thinking?
Yeah, what's up, Grace?
I was thinking like tortoiseshell glasses. You know how like it's like amber and brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Or like in the second Mummy movie when he's like encased in like that topaz, the mummy's encased in like that topaz stuff. That's kind of the color I was thinking. I don't know if anyone knows what. Although everyone is kind of saying green. What is Paraline
green? Katie, Google it and then screen share. Anna, we were all just talking about your video. I watched, it was so inspiring. I watched 2 minutes of it and then immediately wanted to revise. Don't worry though, I will go back and give you the rest of your watch hours. But
also, hold on, we had Nikki join us as well. So hello, I know was up
thanks
here
for giving your, thanks everybody for commenting on this incredibly important aspect of my story. Really
and also hello to Paris and Savion and Wallace James.
Hi,
here.
other Wallace.
Hi, other Wallace. Sorry, I just wanted to quickly say hello to everyone who joined us.
Yeah.
You all don't feel a little bit left out.
Also, Oliver, I want the answer to your riddle. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I know. Tell us. Let us know. Is it because it's playing Crossy Road?
Where's Crossy Road? Is that a game?
It's a game. It's a game.
Yeah.
You don't know what Crossy.
Is this a TikTok thing?
No.
Okay.
Girl, this is years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 5 years old. Okay, girl. I was like, is this from TikTok? It's something that was like a million years ago. All right, here's Paraline Green. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, and of course it would be Nikki bringing in these beautiful watercolor colors. Oh,
yeah. I like it because it has like a, am I being stupid? Does it have kind of a silveriness to it in the wash?
It looks like that.
It
or
does.
Like a gray.
Yeah. Grayish color. Ooh, I kind of love this color. It's
Yeah,
very
that's really pretty.
It's gorgeous. Ooh, what's this say? I think this is mixed with other colors. I can't read it.
He's like, ooh, shopping around for my next YouTube brand colors.
Truly. Watch me go full green because green is actually my favorite color, but
Mine too. Although purple is a close second.
Really, I would have assumed that like that color you're wearing right now was your favorite color.
Here's the truth of it.
She hates it. Doesn't.
I-
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah.
Oh, like maroon.
Yeah.
I love maroon. However, it's not my favorite color, even though it is my branch colors.
Yeah, I think Katie is also good at like knowing what looks good on her and adapting that, but also having, you know, an actual color that she enjoys more.
Yeah, here's the thing. I love wearing red, and red is a color that I do really, really love. But green is my personal favorite color.
Although grape, I think green is your like wearable color. Like
Yeah.
the shirt you're wearing now looks good on you. Like it complements your skin tone. Remember when you did your eye makeup, that vibrant? Oh my god.
Oh, I still think about that day.
Literally looks so good. I really think you need to like start incorporating greens into your wardrobe. Like you should go through your wardrobe and pull out everything green and just start like rotating and wearing them and just I'm telling
Which is
you.
literally nothing.
Except for your
then
shirt
you-
you're wearing.
Then you need to hype
This
it
is a
up.
pajama shirt.
Fine. We're in
Me
the
too.
pajama world.
Pajama party. Oh my god. Wallace, Wallace, let me know if you need to make a spreadsheet. You need me to make a spreadsheet so you can compare and contrast colors. Spreadsheets, my one talent. It is true. So, funnily enough, yesterday I was texting Miranda. Miranda's helping me with my revision for Cruel Summer. And I was like, I sent her a voice message that was very messy of me being like, here's some ideas about what I think I'm going to change for the timeline. And she was like, make me a spreadsheet. So I made her a very ugly spreadsheet. And she took it and created the most beautiful spreadsheet I've ever seen in my entire life.
Nice.
So I would show you, but spoilers galore. So,
Fair enough. But why does that matter?
Let's
I
later.
thought we were in an open source situation with these stories. No?
are we with Cruel Summer?
Babe, you literally put it on the internet. Like, people can go and read it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Fine. I mean, do we want to see it?
Yes, this is
Yeah,
writer
let's see
stuff.
it.
We found a topic that is relevant to writing. Like, we got to stick with it.
I want to see the first version, and then I want to see Miranda's version.
Yes, let's
Oh, okay.
compare these.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, hi, Lexi.
Lexi.
Banana. What's up, girl?
She hasn't been bananas in a while. I miss the bananas.
I miss those bananas too. Also, so glad I didn't butcher it. That's his name Romanized. The Gaulish pronunciation is Carnunos.
The yeah, I wanted to not like pull too much from actual religions and stuff. One of the very, very early drafts of Tabitho had I think he's an Irish god named Methanwe in it. And then I was just like, I'm going to make my own gods. I'm going to make my own deities just because, I don't know. Again, it's a throwaway project, but I don't know. I still love that name though. I kind of want to name a cat that, which, I'm like, isn't that funny where I'm like, oh, I won't, out of respect, I won't my writing, but I'll name my pet this name.
Okay, so here's the Cruel Summer timeline. This is what I created. Here we are. This is the current timeline. It's ugly.
But okay.
Good. That's what I wanted. All right.
Except levels for Greece. Oh, leaves for Greece. I just can't read. That's why it's illegible. I'm illiterate.
You're illiterate? Is that it?
Yeah. Okay,
So
literally
I made-
nothing. Literally nothing.
Literally nothing happens in these 2 months. Literally nothing. So that's the main reason why I had to change everything, was because this was the inciting incident, and then for 2 months nothing happens, and then we have everything happening here. So this was the potential number one, potential new timeline number one,
Okay.
potential timeline number two,
Okay.
here, potential timeline number three.
God
I
damn.
have three new timelines.
Wow.
These 1, 2, and 3 are very similar. It's just this one has number 3 has the injury happening much earlier. And then here is Miranda's version.
Oh, the efficiency.
Yes. So here's the options, and here's option 4, which is what I'm actually going for because I had to we moved stuff around anyway. A million years of voice notes. She had the current version, option 1, option 2, option 3. So they're all next to each other, and then the actual dates, and then the tournaments, and all of the information for each of them. And look at how beautiful this is! Like truly, truly stunning.
That's amazing. She took all your nonsense and organized it.
She did. Notice the columns, everyone. Notice the columns.
I noticed.
Right?
Miranda, I understand why you're employed. Like, amazing.
You got the Oliver. Got the Oliver.
Hey.
galore.
Hey, first of all, we have paid attention to you. Don't pretend like we haven't paid attention to you. Stop it though. Seriously, stop revealing you are a minor. Wait, are they in England? Are they 17? Are they minors at 17? I think they are. So
I feel like 17 is a minor, regardless of where you are.
do not reveal your location on the interwebs.
They
But
already
also-
have. And Katie's
also-
speaking on it.
Yeah, good job, Katie. But also, we have many other Londonites in the community. You should, Oliver, you're a troublemaker through and through.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to
Love
the
it.
club. From chaos, there was beauty. So yeah, there's the beautiful new one that I'm using, as opposed to the ugly one that
It's
I
really
made.
pretty. Also, I appreciate the pastels.
Yes. Well, it's very summery. So.
It is. Oh,
It is a
nice.
cool summer.
Cruel summer.
Oh, love it. We've been trying to figure out jokes of how many times I can put "cruel summer" as a joke within the book "Cruel Summer," because for anyone who doesn't know, the book is not actually going to be called "Cruel Summer."
Right. Have you settled on a title yet?
I think I have. I think I have settled on the title.
Drop it in the private chat or say it out loud. It's up to you.
We're gonna keep it a little secret. We're gonna keep it hush hush. I did write a query letter for it.
Holy shite. Amazing.
There we go. That's the title. But y'all will learn the title later.
Oh, what's this from? This was from the potentials list.
Yeah, it was.
It was also from Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda's getting a dedication in this book.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She's truly the reason this book exists, or not exists.
I think you should dedicate it to the two dudes.
No. I was saying to Miranda I should put their names in the acknowledgments. Thank you too.
Oh my god.
But their names in the actual languages that they are. Anyway, I thought that'd be funny. Favorite color is Pantone. Oh, here we go. Yet another thing for me to go.
Let's see it.
Pantone 448C. If this comes up with something dirty. Well, I wasn't completely wrong.
Let me see.
Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Here we go.
I also love the hyper specificity of this. Whoa.
It's Mona Lisa. World's ugliest color discovered.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is.
Your favorite color is brown.
How cool. Nikki's being so nice.
Is that brown?
All the question marks and the fact that the comment came up twice.
Just so shook.
But it's not even brown. It's like it is an unfortunate brown. It's an unfortunate brown and green. Actually, that's about the color of my eyes, which I've always said is they are like such an ugly color. So,
Isn't this very similar to that one color you were talking about of nail polish?
oh yeah, the London nail polish is the Wallace color, but I don't think that has more of a gold to it. Wallace. There it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little more gold. Oh well.
It's not brown. It's like, oh, damn. Wow. That is actually very similar. But you see there's more gold.
Yeah, there's more gold. It's more metallic.
Wow, though, they really straight up were like, we hated this lady. What's the ugliest color we could give her? But I think though that it's gonna be a really good nail color for like not a grungy look, but like an edgy leather jacket, dark lipstick kind of look.
Yeah, a very fall color. It's very fall. Glampire. What a name. Anyway,
we've gotten off track a bit.
We have very off track.
Friday.
Yep, it is. Just solved the problem by moving tournaments around. It's true. Just completely threw the actual realism out the door. We had more stuff about your. Oh, here we go. Yes, Kelly said, when you're ready for more readers, I'm practicing which and would love to read it. It sounds like a good story.
So Kelly, I don't know if you know the whole shebang about Tabitho, but basically it's a story that I'm writing as a gift for my sister. I love Brie. I love her channel. But I get it. Yeah. It's but yeah, this is a story that's a gift for my sister. Very loosey-goosey, which kind of means there's no pressure, which means it's super fun. Initially, I wasn't going to share it with anybody. I was just going to write it and give it to her. But since I was trying to get it for her last October and failed, and now I have this book is now for next October, and I have a full year, and I thought, well, why not do it the right way and have some beta readers? But I think once I give it to my sister, I almost said her name. Once I give it to my sister,
again,
I'll like talk about it with her and stuff, and see if she's okay with me throwing it up on Wattpad or something like that. So just to have it be, because I've been talking about it so much on my channel, I'd like for people to be able to read it. So, It's just fun. It's not like, I used to hate on Project EC all the time and be like, it's not good. It's not good. Like, this Books for October is also not good, but it's fun. Whereas Project EC was like, this is depressing and bad. So, no,
DC wasn't bad.
I literally did a reread at the beginning of May.
But it was depressing.
Yeah, it really was depressing.
Really depressing. I did a reread of Tibifoe in early May, and I like was shook by how fast I read it. It was like I was like, I read it in 4 hours. I was like, okay,
go.
Yeah. We're on a schedule. The schedule is, Katie, what day did I said I was going to give it to you for quick pre-beta line edits?
Something in June.
Yeah, I think I said June 15th, which is a very
tight.
11th.
June 11th.
F that. That's not happening, babe. Just so you know.
It's okay. I have a book to edit too, so.
Yeah, but theoretically, I want to get it off to. Katie's going to do like a quick look-see at it.
Yeah, we'll do a quick line edit on it.
Just a quick line edit so betas can not be distracted by that stuff, because Katie's always good at catching my weak verbs, as she puts it.
The verbs, the messed up grammar.
Yeah. And then theoretically, I'm getting Tibifoe off to, oh, you guys are so sweet, to my betas on July 1st. Although I just realized I'm going to be on a cruise with no internet. So it might be on July 11th, because that's when I get back to the United States. So just be aware.
Or if you have it done ahead of time and like
No.
email to be scheduled for July 1st,
No, because literally I leave for this trip on like June 22nd. So there's just no way. Plus Katie needs time to be able to get all the line edits in. So July 11th.
Katie will procrastinate her revision by getting it done in 6 hours. So
yeah, I know. I was gonna
not call me out on this.
I was gonna berate Katie because Miranda left a comment earlier saying that she procrastinates her own work by helping Katie with her stuff, and I was gonna tell Katie, I was like, Katie, you're not being a good writing friend by what's it called, enabling that. But then I shut myself up because I was like, I totally enable Katie when it benefits me, because she'll procrastinate by helping me. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
It's true. I saw that too, and I was like, oh yeah, we all see. That's the thing. We all do it to each other,
which means that it's an efficient system, right? Because right now it's between you and Miranda, it's your moment, but in a little bit it will be Miranda's moment, and it's just a merry-go-round.
I'm upset that it's currently Miranda's moment, because it was my moment when she was working on her fantasy books, and I could just not work on my things by thinking about Katie's things, and now I have to think about my things.
Yeah, but look how productive you've been since Katie started doing Cruel Summer. You've been
also, Grape, it's not like I've been like, you're not allowed to touch Cruel Summer. Girl, you have the link if you wanted.
To be fair, though, you have been very like, Miranda and I are besties now with Cruel Summer, and I feel like Grape and I have been a little excluded.
It's an exclusive club, and if I wanted to budge my way in, I would. But,
I've given you many opportunities. I didn't think y'all wanted to be a part of it.
We've literally said this multiple times. You've been all like, not insecure, but you've been like, oh, you guys just don't seem into it, even though we've talked about it with you for hours and hours. But now it's just Miranda, and now we're no, tell us about it anytime, and you're just like, okay, and then you never do. So
here's the thing.
I'll call you out on live, but I'm calling you out on live.
Call me out on live. Truly, I mean, it does take a village. Here's the thing. It's so much. If I have like a question about it, it's so much easier to tell Miranda, because Miranda's read the whole thing. And I can just be like, because remember when you were like, I have all the questions I have about Tibifoe, but you haven't read Tibifoe, so you sent me Tibifoe, and then it was easier to talk about Tibifoe because I had read the whole thing, most of it. It's like that. Like, if I was going to ask you a question, I would have to give you literally like all of this context.
I'm so jealous.
I mean,
but I feel like we know so much of the story because we were with you when you were writing it, and you were like giving us updates about all the parts,
Could you give me? I mean, well,
ask me a question, and I'm also very good at bullshitting my way through answers. So just ask me a question. Let's see if I can get an answer.
Okay, I'll ask you the question that I asked Miranda yesterday. Where in the season should I put the Labor Cup?
the labor cup. I
Labor Cup.
no, I did this wrong a couple months ago too, because I was like, "Isn't it on Labor Day?"
Yeah, you did. Yeah, how much are we talking about Cruel Summer and how much are we talking about tennis? It's mostly just tennis thirst at this point. That is true. There's a lot of tennis thirst. However, yesterday was a lot of talking about logistics of it. I'll even do you a favor. I'll even put up the spreadsheet again.
Well,
She said, I'll do you one better.
let me just okay, it's gonna take a little bit of context, which I get is work for you, but what is the emotional beat that happens in this cup that I can't hear? Labor cup. Okay.
Or as Miranda says, liver, because she thought it was French. The emotional beats is this is when the enemies to lovers becomes more lovery.
Is it are they officially dating at this point, or is this when they
No.
realize that they like each other?
It's kind of when all of their hard feelings come to a head and then realize that the fun and games.
Oops, sorry. I'll stop touching things.
No, you can touch things as much as you want.
Yeah, maybe Miranda is better to handle it at revision level. I feel like Devasia is both very helpful for the actual drafting of it, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I would just like to remind everyone a point that I tell Katie every single time. She's like, "But you're not really into it." I literally came up with the ending to this story.
She did.
I came up with the ending, so I don't want to. I don't like being called out as if I'm a bad writing friend.
No. Oh, I've never said that you're a bad writing friend. I just said when it comes to certain things, I'm not going to ask you a question.
Yeah, no, but you've implied because you're like, but you don't really care about it. You don't give a shit.
I just said it. You're not that interested, which is fine. You don't have
Which
to.
is not true. How can I not be interested in the story that you're working on?
That's true. And Monte Carlo is the midpoint.
Oh my god, Monte Carlo is such a good movie.
And you wonder why I don't ask you shit. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, it's really is this the imposter syndrome that no one would be interested in our work. I had people sign up for alpha reading fantasy murder mystery, and I led with. So I'm hoping you're here. Oh, I led with. I'm hoping you're here on your own for
Yeah. But again, this isn't just randomly signing up, Kelly. We've been writer friends for
2 years.
Well, a year.
A year and a half.
How long has it been? October 2020. Sorry, full
Wait,
mouth.
7, 8 plus 20 months. Sorry.
There you go.
Our friendship is 20 months old.
Katie Devasia and I
It's
were
a
once
toddler.
Katie Devasia and I.
We spent so much time together.
Yeah, the three of us were once on a call brainstorming Katie's story for over 8 hours. Wait, wasn't it 12 hours or something like that? And then we did another 6 hours the next day. This is for the Rat King.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. It's if it's random strangers who have signed up, I get the imposter syndrome. I am telling Katie that her imposter syndrome over Devasia and I being interested in her story is unacceptable at this stage. So.
Well, Miranda brings up a good point. Maybe you should just read it.
I've told Katie.
I will send you a version with the shit that you don't like taken out.
Okay, do it, and I'll read it.
I'll send you a version.
And it's not that I don't like it. It's just I'm not capable of reading it without destroying my technology. So,
in case anyone doesn't know, Cruel Summer is an adult romance. Mm-hmm. So I think you can get what that means. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's a kinky adult romance.
Is it kinky?
Is it kinky? Well,
ma'am.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
My interest has peaked.
Yeah. Well, damn, maybe I will read it now.
No, I do and have always planned to read it. So.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a specific thing that she doesn't like.
3.
3.
Okay. I don't like degradation. It doesn't feel romantic to me. Sorry, Katie, I'm spoiling a little bit. And it makes me viscerally uncomfortable because I feel like that is such a vulnerable act of I think sex is a very vulnerable act. Oliver, cover your ears.
Oliver, get out.
I just think that it makes it really hard for me to root for the characters when they've said such hurtful things to each other, especially in such a vulnerable state. As soon as people are saying stuff like that when they're naked with each other, I feel very unsafe, and I feel very like they are unsafe. So, and again, I'm not saying like in real life people shouldn't do like you're consenting adults. I'm just talking about my own personal feelings about reading certain things. And so I was reading one of her chapters, and I'm not lying when I said my phone involuntarily just collapsed from my hand and went hit a wall. So
And I would like to mention with this, I didn't know Wallace was reading it because it is posted online somewhere.
I
didn't know
was
she was
I'm
reading
a
it.
good writing friend. I'm a supportive writing friend.
Yes,
Amazing.
and I didn't know that, and she literally texted me, and she was like, "I just projectile vomited from my hand, my phone because of this," and I was like, "What?" So I didn't even know you were reading it. So really did shake me.
Yeah.
Love the energy. Thank you, Kelly. Gotta hop off soon because I have a chat planned with my French day, so I don't want to complete my name goal yet. I swear my mother's honor it'll be done before the sun shines tomorrow.
Who's
Have
gonna
fun.
call you out? Who's gonna call you out on that? Someone needs to in the Discord.
Yes.
You gotta update us, Kelly. Wait. Hey,
Kelly, what time zone are you in?
She's in Ohio.
Remind me tomorrow at 9 a.m. to see if Kelly did her thing by the sunrise. Okay, I have no idea what she interpreted that as. Okay.
The elevator's not
working. Ghost taco party notification.
I think she did, but then we could not remember what it was about. Strokes for folks. Yeah.
No, because no, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. To me, it's not intimate at all. I think it immediately puts a wall up. At least I would immediately put a wall up if someone said the things that they say to each other.
Wow, you make it sound really bad.
And it's not that bad. It's just like a couple of words. Is it okay if I say what they say? Like
you want to, I guess.
One of the guys calls the other guy like a little slut or something like that, right? And it's not that bad.
It's really not that bad. And then the one asks for it. The one asks for it.
Yeah.
Like that's the point. It's not out of random.
Also jumping on the cup.
Absolutely.
What?
Your coffee like jumped out of the cup.
It did. It's like. Oh. Luckily, I have literally paper towels right next to me.
But they also do other stuff. Like isn't there some bondage and stuff? Or am I no?
There's no bondage.
Oh man, not me saying one person calling another person a slut was kink. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Well,
but
it's not bondage, but there's something else. But anyway, we're not gonna. This is not the sex written job talk.
Look,
let's take this to the brothel.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to the brothel for this.
Ooh,
I haven't posted on the brothel.
Have you posted on the brothel? It is so silent in there. It makes me so sad. I feel like that could be such an iconic place.
Well, it's like, give me control of the brothel, and I'll turn this bitch around.
Honestly, yeah.
Look, it's not our fault. You're in a different time zone, man.
Hey, Caitlin, what a time to come in.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
But
yeah, we did 125-minute sprint. It's been an hour.
We've been talking this entire time since the first sprint. We've been talking about writing related things, and as long as we're talking about writing related things, I feel like it's fine. But sorry, I'm laughing at Oliver's comment because he's a child. Little lamppost.
Literally can't even remember specifically what you said.
Yeah, it's the first time they hook up. And that's
to be fair, Miranda told me because she was rereading it a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, "I stopped at Monte Carlo," which is where all of this happens. She hasn't reread it since.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I haven't even reread it since.
Again, Lexi, I know I put on a prudish front, but I would like to say I'm not really that prudish. It's just that specifically degradation is a major. I can't even say it's a turnoff for me because it's not even giving me the ick. It's something more. It's something like, wow, not to get like psychological, but it literally activates my fight or flight in a really bad way. And so yeah, it's just that very specifically. I can't. I can't. I don't know how to phrase it because it sounds so weird, but it's like hard for me to root for people when they treat each other that way in what's meant to be an intimate moment, like I don't know.
All I'm hearing out of your mouth is that Wallace has a praise king. Wait, COVID-isimo. Why am I just noticing that?
It's accurate. Squick? Is that a real phrase or are you just making that up now? Which also is a real phrase, but like.
Almost like trigger. Well,
yeah, but I don't think it's. I don't know. Anyway, we don't have to get into it. I think we
Miranda,
went into it.
We went into it. We were here. We're just really spilling the tea about my book, but it's fine.
Yeah, so I for people who don't know, oh God, I don't even remember talking about this, but
you literally were like, I have been consuming the goddess for broken.
Yeah, so in order to like do a palette cleanse of the story I'm currently trying to draft, this book is for October. This is a different serious book, another depressing book. I read something fluffy on the weekends, and I am doing historical romances, but I haven't for the past 3 weeks because I haven't really been working on the story because I've been sick and other people in my house have been sick, and it's just been really hectic. But now that it's June, and theoretically now that I'm recovering from coronavirus, I will get back into it. But yeah, the ones that I'm reading though are super tame. There's never any degradation. There's never any like it's more romantic than it is spicy. Does that make sense? So,
which I would like to say for the record. I feel like after that scene, my book is quite romantic. It is supposed to be more romantic, but because of the nature of enemies to lovers, I have that portion, and then things change after that.
Yeah,
plot-wise, emotionally, that then it like evolves into something different. And the actual sex scene beyond that is actually quite romantic, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And I don't want to say that you've done it wrong because you haven't.
It's just not for you. Like that portion of it, like that thing is a boundary you don't want to cross, and I respect that. That's fine.
Right. And yeah, for me, it's like I like a good enemies to lovers, but they need to love each other by the time they're lovers. Does that make sense?
Yes. And this is just
it's kind of a hate book a little bit.
It was supposed to be, but then it ended up not.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, because and that's the thing. Like there were definitely moments of tenderness, and I was like, wait, I'm so confused. Like it's emotional whiplash. So.
Well, it's just because one character has this like kink, I guess you could call it for shorthand, that they enjoy that, but it's just something that you don't find romantic. But like that never comes up again. Like it never ends up being a thing that they have on screen again.
Why? If it's a kink that they have, why is it not something that comes up again?
Because there's literally 3 sex scenes in the entire book.
Unacceptable. How many words is the book again?
106.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, babe.
Okay, but I don't.
6? Yes. You've gotten it down.
Well, so for context, the draft that's on AO3 has several extra chapters with several extra words that I didn't include in my putting it into like my Google Doc to revise. The interlude, the playlist, that sort of thing. So 3 scenes, but it's like 20 keywords. You're right. Okay, so we're gonna do a sprint
really quick, guys. Just give us a second. Do a short one, like 10 minutes.
Okay. Let me find it. Hi, Laura. Let me pull up the sprint.
Imagine how confused they were, Wallace.
It's true. It's like I you know, well, we can talk about this later. Where's the timer?
But yeah, Paris, I think this is a big one for me. I think
yeah. And that's fair, and that's entirely fair, and I understand that, and that's why it's not for everyone. And that's not like every single, because every relationship and every romance is different.
Yeah.
So okay. Oop, nope, wrong thing. do not need to show that. Hold on. There we go.
It was a tight berry. Tart berry.
Not a tight berry.
My gosh.
We gotta leave. We gotta go.
Oh God, bye.
All right, so that was about seconds. Bryant, how did everybody do?
I tried to edit my video that should have went up today, but something's wrong with my phone. It's not doing what it needs to be doing.
That's not good.
What's your video?
My 5K day from.
Ooh. That's awesome. I did more work on Tibetho.
Ooh, any new fun questions?
Ooh, no. I I know.
devastating.
I know. Let me try and think. I didn't get through too much there. It's kind of the first scene where Kate, just for a quick breakdown for anybody who hasn't watched my full Tibetho explanation videos, but there are my main character Kate is in a coven that is like very strict and regimented about what kind of magic they allow their practitioners to use, and the love interest Matthew is from a coven that doesn't forbid any magic, and he practices shadow magic, which is a euphemism for necromancy. And Kate is, even though unbeknownst to her, shadow magic is actually part of hedgecraft. She has not been taught that in her life. And so she is kind of initially really horrified when she meets him. She's really judgmental of him and scared of him. And the scene I'm revising right now is kind of the first time she sees him really use his magic, and he uses it in a way that is very beneficial to her and like on a domestic kind of level. It's not like he saves her life or anything like that. He just
Is it the pumpkin?
It's the pumpkin.
It's so cute. Oh, I love that scene.
That's the point. It's supposed to be like stupid and silly and cute and cheesy. So
It just like makes me want to scream into a pillow. It's so cute.
but for me, well, first of all, thank you for saying that, because my big fear on my reread is that I pull my punches when it comes to romance, and I don't go hard enough when it's supposed to be cute and adorable. I like kind of hold it back because there's like a very analytical part of me where I'm like, A happens then B happens, and so obviously the reader can conclude that they feel emotionally about it this way, but like I don't show that. So I'm just going through and I'm like really trying to make sure that we see a softening from Kate. I think I'm going a little bit too hard on the other spectrum where I'm like having her definitively state like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on this guy. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like on this side, I think it's going to be better to overshoot and then pull back based off of your feedback and beta reader feedback than to just like not make it cute, because ultimately I'm trying to give my sister a cute story. So
She deserves it. She deserves the cute story.
She does deserve a cute story. Does anybody watch?
Also,
Oh yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Hi, Lexi. Can't believe it's your last meeting.
Good luck.
Have a good time. Good luck. Anyway, yeah.
So, sorry, I was just gonna make an Arrested Development joke for anybody who's watched that show. There's Katie, I know you haven't because you don't like sitcoms, but there's just an episode where someone makes up a fake name and it's Cherith Cute Story. So that's just a little Arrested Development Easter egg for anybody. But Katie, how did you do?
I did good. I did some character stuff, and by character stuff, I mean I was figuring out the zodiacs for my main characters. Okay, so it actually is it's actually good because I was trying to figure out where my main character is from, like where he was born, because that's how you figure out someone's ascendant, the rising sign. Anyway, basically I was looking at places in Italy because he's Italian. And I found a really cute Italian sea village. And so I went and I put in his birthday, which this is so stupid. So he's Italian, and his mom named him Julius, and his birthday is the Ides of March.
Oh, no way.
So obviously I knew his sun sign was going to be a Pisces. So I put in all this stuff, and I was like, I put in his birthday, the birth year, where he was born and stuff. And weirdly enough, his moon sign and his rising sign are the same as mine. He's a Cancer moon and a Gemini rising.
That means something.
It's a sign from the universe, clearly.
Waltz is like, it means nothing to me, but someone else will understand.
So anyway, that's what I was doing. And I determined the other character is a Scorpio. So do with that what you will. Pisces and a Scorpio.
Babe, you got to keep this discussion in 133.5. I'm sorry.
Listen, you asked what I was doing, so I gave you an answer.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't understand the title of that channel.
It's the Dewey Decimal System designation for astrology.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to have to look at it. I was like, how can I both designate that this is the astrology room, but not have to see that we have an astrology room? And I was like, oh, I could do like stars and galaxies. But then I was like, no, because that's for astronomy. And as the local astronomist, I'm not going to pretend that astrology and astronomy are the same thing. So I was like, what's the Dewey Decimal System designation for astrology? And it's 133.5. But then Discord wouldn't let me put a point. So that's why I did underscore.
Okay.
You can't put a point in a channel name for some reason.
That doesn't make any sense.
You also can't capitalize channels. Like, it makes me mad.
I'm okay with that one.
Discord is ruining the vibe for me, the library vibe.
So we had a question from Jess. Do I order Tex-Mex for lunch or comfort food?
They are the same thing to me, so I don't understand.
Yeah, same.
The comfort food is fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese, which I say go with the comfort food then, because that sounds delish.
That does sound
Not
really
that- I mean, Tex-Mex is also delish,
Yeah,
but
Ohio Tex-Mex.
that's, yeah. I don't know if I
I
trust Ohio Tex-Mex.
I just go comfort food.
Here's the thing,
Or-
Jess.
or drive
Is
down
your
to
Tex-Mex place like actually like have Texas Mexican people making the food? Because we have a really amazing Mexican restaurant that is actually like the restaurant's owned by Mexican people, like a Mexican family. So it's really, really delicious because it's actually made by Mexican people. What a coincidence. Wow. I don't know why they're living here. I almost said where I lived, but I don't know why they're living in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, but they're here and I'm so glad because I love it.
Jess, you just need to drive down to Dallas and we'll get Tex-Mex together.
There you go. Didn't get as much writing done at that sprint, but the repairman came over and had to deal with that. Ugh, I hate when the repair people come over. But I hope they repaired whatever he needed to get repaired. Crystal made a lunch, planned some Pride retail therapy. Ooh, to bring up to happy labor. Mostly just scroll through the different store websites.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
This is
like-
a tangent. We look like the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my god!
Wait, no. Where's Bubbles?
Wallace.
Where's Bubbles? Oh, because she's blonde.
Wait,
She used to be wearing blue.
yeah, one of us needs to be blue. Katie, change into a blue shirt.
I'm not Bubbles.
But I'm pink. I'm the pink one. Grape is
Buttercup? No, Buttercup. She's Grape's Buttercup.
blossom.
What? I almost said Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. The fourth Powerpuff Girl. That's Steeg. Steeg is
He is Mojo Jojo.
No, you're. Wait, what's the dad? Daddy Steeg.
Daddy Steeg. Nurse Steeg.
You guys, Halloween stream. We have
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girl.
Okay.
And Nurse Daddy Steeg. Professor X.
Professor X. Oh, funny. Someone else will get this. About the Zodiacs. I do. I have the same sun and moon as Taylor Swift. We're also, funnily enough, 9 years and 9 days apart. She's 9 years and 9 days. Or, no.
If only it was 1313, then
Yeah.
that would actually mean something.
It would. And I'd be able to message her and be like, we're soulmates, clearly.
Do that if you wanted to.
Why don't I just call Taylor up? Hi, Malin. We are not about to finish.
No, because we haven't even done the spreadsheet.
Accountability. We haven't. Which I guess we can do pretty soon. Just arrived at Glad you're still alive. Yep, we still have another hour, theoretically. I don't know what Miranda says. I don't either.
The channel, astrology channel.
Oh.
Get it.
Caitlin, I'm sad that you had it muted because I was vibing out to that music. I love how like it was guitar, but then like occasionally be ever so slightly like 80s synth. Like I liked the timer. Was that on Laura's channel?
No, that's Rachel Wright's.
Is that the girl who also does the car one? She
Yes.
picks good music for her.
She does it all herself. She does all the guitar herself. I mean, the music obviously isn't hers. Like it's a cover of someone else's, but it's her playing.
Hey, that's amazing.
I didn't know that.
Can we be friends with her?
How
do we make that happen?
I really want to.
Oh, but
you
for
know
real,
how you are with Kate Kavanaugh.
Yes,
That's me with
Laura.
Rachel Rice. That's me with Rachel Rice. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's amazing.
Well, I'm friends with her. How do I make this happen? Mainly because I like people who can play instruments.
Just because.
No, it shows commitment.
That's
It's like
true.
you know that they don't let things like once they have a hobby that they stick with it. I think in order to play an instrument well, it means that you put in the time, and I like people who are like that. I cannot play an instrument for people who are wondering.
You can play the little thingy.
Ukulele?
No,
What is it called?
The xylophone?
No.
What are you guys talking about?
It has the things.
Oh my piano, my hand piano. I can't play that. I pluck at that. I don't know how to play music on it.
You played a song for us.
Hold on,
It might
it's
have
right
been
here. I'll play you another
Yes.
song. Got it right here. Hold on.
There we go. Also, I love this. Oh no, Cleo.
All right.
Here we go. The hand piano, yes.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's got a pretty little doodad. I bought it in Mackinac. What?
I feel like the tree of life.
It does. It is something like that.
Where'd you buy it from?
In
Vietnam?
Mackinac.
Oh, Mackinac. said Vietnam. I really thought you said Vietnam. I was supposed to be like, what? Okay.
I mean, I have been to Vietnam, so fair, but like also okay. Ready? There you go. Could you even hear that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I could.
Okay.
That gets
hell yeah!
Wow, I might be the first person ever to both get a shame and a hell yeah.
in one street before the accountability. Like,
We're making
I mean,
way,
got to
babe.
that. We're all out here showing commitment to a holiday. Yeah, a hobby currently. But it's writing not a hobby, a job. I mean, it's a job for me.
Miranda, do we show commitment? Do we?
My commitment is just doing zodiac signs. So. Wow, she's Grace. She's Bellissimo.
She's a harvester of the plague. That's fine.
Well
Thank
done,
you,
Bellissimo.
Kelly.
So that sounds like the end of the Gupta's timer.
Oh, I did not make that myself, so maybe I should tell people that I did. That was a Canva edition, Canva Pro.
Canva Pro. By the time I drove to Texas, you'd be jet sitting off somewhere else.
You're not wrong.
Yes. So you mean actually Jessica would be Professor X.
Yeah, that's a good point. So then maybe Stieg is Mode. What's the monkey's name or whatever it is?
Mojo.
Jojo.
Jar. I'll get it.
Oh my god. Oh, Caitlin was watching Anna's vlog while working on thumbnails.
Nice.
I didn't want music. If I'm writing, I'm all for it. Very true.
Fair enough.
I am also this way with Chris MF. I love her too, but she's another author too who's really, really cool, really good. Much better than me. Took piano. Us. I was gonna say us, and I was like, oh, that's a little rude. Took piano lessons for a year, but only because I had already quit basketball and dance, and my mom wouldn't let me quit in other activities. Don't have commitment issues. Nope, not me.
I mean, I think when you're a kid, it's okay because you're like finding out what you like. But I like it when adults have a instrument that they commit to and they play. I've always really wanted to learn how to play the bagpipes,
Ooh.
but I don't think I have the breath control for it, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Hey, who said that? I totally like Crystal Matt.
I love Crystal Matt.
Love
Crystal Matt. It's my drug of choice.
Yeah.
Love it. God, fucking ridiculous. All right, should we do the weekly accountability? Should we just get it over with? Because I'm gonna get a shame this week.
Samesies. Does COVID prevent me from getting a shame or no?
Well, you've already gotten one shame, so
True, but that wasn't COVID related.
yeah, that's, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you a pass. If you had COVID, I'll give you a pass.
I did have COVID. I can provide proof.
I don't need that. I believe you.
Okay.
I need it. Show me your papers.
Give me your test. I will. I will always. Okay. Let me share my current screen. Chrome tab. Why do I have so many tabs? There it is. Weekly accountability. There she is. Look at her. Look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. So, as per usual,
I saw Wallace and I was like, what? Read 2 books? That was not my goal for myself. And I was like, wow, I don't even know how to spell my name. It's fine.
It's fine. We're going to do... how do I do this again? Oops, sort sheet. A to Z. Oop, okay. Well, that's just going to be there. Doing A to Z today.
Okay.
My marriage is the only thing I've committed to. Can't commit to more than one thing or I'll die.
Oh.
There you go. Can't even commit to your children? I'm kidding. I have a picture of my positive COVID test. Does that count? It does. Did someone write my name and give me a goal I didn't consent to? I don't see it, but you can never be sure, especially with Stieg out here.
Yeah.
It looks like you do not have one because you'd be right
You've
there.
been scared.
It's fair.
Not this week.
Not this week, but maybe next week. All right, first up is Becca. That's first up the alphabet. Edit chapters 1 and 2 of Community Theater Romance. Ooh, I'm intrigued by that. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually remembered.
Eyeballs.
And
There we go. I love them. I love it. Okay. So we have edit chapters 1 and 2 of New Theater Romance, which is in progress. How's the project progress going? Becca, tell us now. Memorize harmony part in I Was Stubborn. I don't know what that is, for actual community theater, which was completed. Excellent job. Y'all have to keep track of the comments because I am in the other thing. So let us know what Becca says about that.
Yeah.
Should we give her a wow? I feel like it's a wow.
Let's see. But secondary.
Ooh, sorry. My bad.
The secondary goal was completed, but the main goal wasn't.
It was in progress.
It's in progress. So I feel like, okay, Becca says she got chapter 1 edited, so not chapter 2. So halfway done, main goal. Yeah, I would say that deserves a wow. I think that's fair.
Give you a wow.
Wow.
Wow. Way to go, Becca. Try to get to that hell yeah next week.
Yeah.
Next up is Caitlin. Finish all the things for Summer Specials launch June 1. Rest and recover. COVID made my body remember I have asthma. That sucks. So sorry.
So,
this one's in progress and complete. I feel like this gets a wow.
But see, this is where I'm saying there's a disconnect, right? Because why would someone who didn't complete their main goal, like these are literally this.
It was.
Wait, she completed her main goal.
I'm talking about Becca. Look at these two, right? We both have an in progress and completed for both of Becca and Caitlin, but they're inverses of each other, right? Caitlin actually got her main goal done.
Okay, so maybe she gets a Meryl Streep clap then.
I think so. That's what I'm saying.
Yes!
Good job.
I still haven't fixed it. Sorry.
It's okay.
You're right. See, you're trying to get logic into this, but
You're going off of vibes. But
I really am. But
I'm trying to
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because we really didn't have that last week. Next is Callum, who rewrites chapter 1 of Project Hot Boy Summer, which I'm very excited about. Project Hot Boy Summer, not gonna lie, and Plan June TBR, both of which were abandoned.
Oh,
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
How dare you? I know Callum's not in here.
what happened?
Babe, what's going
Is
on?
Violet still alive? Let's hop back over there and be like, Callum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
let's do it.
no, they're done.
Oh,
They're
damn.
done. Yeah, I know. So sad. I went to go watch, and they were gone. And I was like, no.
Lame.
Next up is Grape Fizzle. Here she is. Beta read 4 chapters and write 2 chapters. 1 was completed and 1 was abandoned. Do you want to talk about this abandoned? Tell us about it.
See, what had happened was I realized just how close to the end I was. And I spooked myself, not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, that's a little scary.
But I thought you wanted that. I thought you wanted to complete.
I do. But you know what? The psyche is a weird place. So I will take whatever judgment.
I think it's a polite golf clap.
I was thinking the same because you did get your beta reading done.
Thank you.
It's a lack of sympathy golf clap.
This is the face I think we're all making when we do polite golf clap. It's the tight-lipped.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm making behind the scenes
Mm-hmm.
as I'm clapping along.
Yeah. It's like you did it, but only on a technicality, ma'am.
So you just eked it out. Next is KC's, which is attend a trouble stream, which is what a great goal. Thanks for this goal. Love that. And don't quit my job to move to mountains. I think you should. I think you maybe should get a shame for not doing that. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I'm not actually going to give you that.
Yeah.
We were rooting for you.
Okay, but here's my other thing, though, is how much do we want to validate these goals?
I feel like this gets a wow. Maybe a meh. Polite golf clap.
No, I think, oh, that's interesting. Well, because I don't want to punish people for making their goal to be supportive of us. So I think a wow is fine.
Oh, wow. A wow is a good
But
one. It's a little bit of a slam dunk, but
Yeah, I don't think you can get Meryl Streep or hell yeah, unless it's like your main goal is a writing goal that you completed, you know? Does that make sense?
or like when Jessica was like, I just need to survive the week because I had a horrible thing happen to me. If it was that, sure.
That's fair. That's where context is very important.
Yeah. So give us some context, Casey. Is the don't quitting your job and moving to the mountains based on the fact that something horrible has happened to you?
Yeah, you having a hard time, but anyway,
If you want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Regardless,
you're
you're
getting
going to
a
get a wow.
Wow.
Wow. See, it pays to know us and tell us the shit that goes on in your life.
It does. Give us all your deeds.
Give us all your
Give it to
deeds.
Grape. She's the thirstiest for that stuff.
Wow, you should call me thirsty.
By your own admission.
Is that a private admission or a public admission?
Well, but about having interest in other people's business. I feel like you've mentioned that lots.
I feel like that's just a tenet of the troublemakers. We're constantly nosy. Give us all your private life details. Give us your social security number. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Oliver, do not. That was a joke.
I don't think Oliver's here anymore.
Give us your home address.
But Oliver, on the off chance that you are still here and you've been confused for the past 10 minutes, one of the things that we do in our Discord is we have this weekly accountability tracker where every Friday people put in their goals for the next week, and then at this stream the next week we see and check in with everybody with how they did. So, all right.
Also, Casey says it sucks and I'm over it, but also I have the urge to quit my job and travel, but that requires money. Very true. Here's the link to the document. It's also pinned in the bulletin board. Maybe something. It's pinned somewhere on our Discord. Somewhere. So, finish draft 2 of AIT and start looking for alpha readers. Readers secured. Now just have to finish the last 2 chapters of the novel. Procrastination sweats included. Ensue, not included. Ensue, can't read. Looks like she's right there with you, Grape. 2 chapters left. Getting the sweats. And then treat myself.
Okay. I think, what did we give Becca?
A wow.
Then I think this is also what Kelly gets.
I think this is also a wow. Because I love how the treat yourself was completed, but not the actual writing.
Well, yeah, that's actually interesting. Should that...
Would you treat yourself?
Now that I think about it, now maybe this is just a polite golf clap.
I feel like this might be a polite golf clap. Well, she did get the readers, which is a hard part, which is very scary.
But, okay. But...
I have a polite golf clap.
No,
all right.
No, wait. I think it's wow. I think maybe it's wow. It's
Could we do both? Could we do both?
Yeah, there needs to. We need so much nuance. We need something in between, like golf clap and wow.
We need to widen the scale.
All right. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Polite golf clap.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a condescending wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
No, because I do want to hype her up for getting the alpha readers because that is scary.
It is. So finally we're here for a shame. Here for a shame. It's shame time. Make a revision plan and work on Cruel Summer revision. I did start this. I feel like I've gotten some good progress on it. However, have I written a single word in invisible string in 3 weeks?
Oh.
No.
Oh, man, girl, you and I are on. You're in a slump.
She's in a slump. It's a slumpy time. It's because I reached the midpoint and I'm terrified of writing the midpoint.
To be fair, I think it's fine to be in a slump when you've literally written like 250,000 words in total since like February. So I think you're fine.
Still, I'm gonna give myself.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Because I feel like we really were. Specifically, I feel like that comes from Miranda, who's gonna be very upset.
Yeah, she is already.
She's ringing the shame bell.
Shame.
I'll give myself a double on that one. See? I am harsh on myself, so
Fair. That's fair.
Oh, the generosity. You really got to earn those gifs.
really do.
I can't believe I'm friends with someone who pronounces it that way.
I won't refuse to call it a gift. I don't like that one.
Shame.
It's fine.
You're getting a shame for that, Devasia. You're getting a shame.
I actually think the feud is very silly. I think people should just pronounce it the way they want to pronounce it.
Yeah, truly. All right. Next up, we have Lynn, who I don't believe is here, but I've seen them around in Discord. Ooh. Write/edit every day to finish chapters 42 and 41. Didn't just finish this because I decided to go back and edit chapters 34 to 37. Okay. go to bed early and get 8 hours of sleep interrupted, or murder someone. I love a good either or goal.
Yeah, and they said completed, so we got to figure out which one was it.
No,
Oh no, it's
both
in
in progress.
Both are in progress. Yeah.
I think this is a meh.
I think this is a meh. I'm so sorry.
I disagree. Wait. Well, it would depend on if she finished the edit for the 2 chapters that she supplemented. If she finished the edit for those 2 chapters, then I would say it's a meh.
She decided to go back. Did she actually finish the edit of 34 to 37?
Lynn, this is why it's important.
We gotta call in.
Call in.
Be here on
Call
time.
in. Oh wait, call in because we haven't said that today. I feel like we're just gonna have to stick with the meh because she's not here, unfortunately. Or is she here? Is Lynn here? Lynn? Nope.
No. Okay.
This is insane. Okay, so March has finished all Chaos Rain prompt and edit and upload the vlog.
You for the meh?
Oh, I thought I gave it.
Yeah, we got a meh.
We did.
And then you were like, I disagree as doing it.
Oh, it didn't come up.
Oh, it came up for me. I'm seeing it.
You seen it?
I saw it the second time, second and third time, but I didn't see it the first time.
Well, because you were talking, you were literally like in the middle of a sentence, and I think it just happened so fast. I might not have been looking at the screen.
No, I was looking directly at the screen.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you, babe, because it definitely. I was laughing because you said I disagree. It's as you from the time you started the word disagree to the end of disagree, it played. It went. I was laughing because she totally cut you off. You were like, I just met.
That's so weird. Like I didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Hilarious. Okay, so we've given the meh. Next up is Marta, who I saw did finish all of the Big Chaos Rain prompts and did edit and upload the vlog. And Marta's going to France.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh my
Both
God.
of these things. Look at that.
Great time.
We have a great time.
Oh, hell yeah!
That's the first hell yeah we've had today, guys. What's going on?
The first natural hell yeah. Because I did give you a hell yeah for who did I give a hell yeah to?
Me for playing this.
Oh, right. It was almost like a sarcastic hell yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Also, Lynn, I'm sorry. If you watch the replay, I'm sorry that I made her give you 3 mehs. I really just missed the first one.
Yeah, I didn't. The 2 mehs were like the 2 mehs after were not really like the second meh. The third meh was for testing. Yeah, more of a test. Next up is mess/jod. Edit and schedule. She did not spell schedule right.
Oh no, Jod, you're not gonna make us shame you.
Shame you for this awful spelling
This
of
is a-
schedule.
No, but look, she didn't
Rooting for
start
you.
either. You didn't work on it for just 2 hours. That's such a reasonable goal.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Jod.
I've never yelled at a girl like this.
Which that whole scene, like really rewatching it now as an adult, like she had no right to be yelling at Tiffany like that. Tiffany did nothing wrong. Justice for Tiffany.
We know Tyra is toxic.
We do. Tiffany was giving it her best. All right, next up is Nina, which is finished chapter 2 of my new Chaos.
Hold on. Jess says, I didn't do anything. I took the weekend off, as if there aren't 5 other days in the week. And I know you work, so that's fair, but like, come on, we want to see your videos.
Come on.
Oh, Jod says she wanted a shame. Well, you don't even get that. You get Tyra.
Get
You
Tyra.
get Tyra.
Get Tyra. We're rooting for you. Tyra is super problematic. But I still love watching America's Next Top Model. Despite it all.
But for real, Jess, I know life is like super crazy right now, so all the shames and Tyras we give you are given in full jest.
Yes.
Tyra is the drama.
Yes. She's the villain. That's why you get it. We do. Oh, Tyra. Oh, Tyra. Next up is Nina, who I don't think is here, but love her Instagram. Finish chapter 2 of the new Chaos Project and start chapter 3. And don't forget to update the weekly accountability sheet.
Good
I feel like
job, Nina.
good job. I feel like this should get a golf clap.
Well,
Don't forget to update. Like, girl,
it's their secondary goal. For me, the real thing is when they make their main goal something silly. But and I think that's legitimate. Like to remind yourself about something, to have accountability about something. I think that's a legitimate second goal. I think they get an oh hell yeah. Well, maybe
a Meryl Streep. Oh,
maybe
wow.
Or do we think a wow's not big enough? Do we think Meryl Streep?
Let's give her a Meryl Streep.
Meryl.
Yeah, I agree. Meryl.
Yes!
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think oh hell yeah should be reserved for people who had like not legitimate, but like big goals for main and secondary and completed them both.
Yes, agreed. Next up is Sasha, which is review synopsis for the new middle grade horror project and outline 3 chapters. And then take a 30-minute walk after work each day and finish reading the Graveyard book. Wow, both of these are completed.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Not the
Steve.
dab.
Stieg, I'm so disappointed.
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you! How dare you!
How dare you, Stieg? I'm gonna send him that gif in the group chat. Because how dare he not put anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing was here. Disgusting. Next up is Wallace. Finished Act 1 of Descent. Huge health problems. Dog sprained his shoulder. Girlfriend changed a job. Laptop broke. And I scrapped 5K in 2 chapters. Still wrote like 11K?
Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing.
Okay, you're gonna get it.
Oh, hell yeah!
All that adversity and still you wrote 11K.
And read 2 books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I am impressed. Well done. Non-sarcastic clap.
Yeah.
Next up is our very own Covidissimo.
Yeah. You can just give me a
Give you a shame.
yeah. That's
Maybe play golf clap.
No, because I was sick. I could have read. I literally was like, well, I'm sick, so I could read Name of the Rose. And for that, I think I would have gotten a polite golf clap. Well, for that, I think I could have gotten like a wow. But like, I actually was like, I'm gonna play The Sims instead. So I think,
Yep.
A shame. Shame.
It's okay.
It's all right. And last up is Zara. Revised through chapter 424, but in and out of doctor appointments all week, but did manage to get through chapter 23. Thank you, Kelly.
Why is Kelly telling us this?
I think Zara is staying with Kelly.
Oh,
Is this the Zara that has a YouTube channel? Or is this a
Yeah,
different
Zara Huffman.
Do they know each other?
Yeah. They have a podcast together. They're besties.
Oh my god, you guys. So many circles are colliding right now. I'm just realizing certain people on YouTube are people in the Discord, and I wasn't making that connection before. Okay, good to know. Cool. Hope she's doing well.
Hope so too. I feel like this gets
Play golf club?
play golf club.
Yeah. And not like super condescending one, like a you know.
Good. You survived.
You know what? You should
I was rooting for you!
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to click that. I did not mean to click that. I'm so sorry. I went to go click the thing and I'm Bobby clicked the wrong thing.
You should make a second polite golf clap, but then like have it where it's like you have the original polite golf clap, but then you have polite golf clap, but like it's like in parentheses, but a little condescending. You know, like that's
Derogatory.
Golf clap, derogatory, golf clap, affectionate.
Yeah, I think that's the nuance we need because I think polite golf clap really fits that middle ground well, but it just means it can be used for both. So
I'll make that. I'll make the distinction. I'll make it again affectionate and then play golf clap, derogatory.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. So everyone, actually, wait, hold on. Well, as usual, if you did not put anything on the spreadsheet, you get an automatic shame. Stieg, you get an automatic shame. Miranda. Automatic shame. And if this affects you and motivates you to put stuff on there, great. And if you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck, so you don't care. But to everyone who did not put anything on there.
Shame.
And you know what? Just to give it a little bit of distinction, and Katie, this is your game, so you do it. But I think everybody who did put goals in, no matter how you did do, just the act of trying to make yourself accountable, I think should get a Meryl Streep.
Okay.
Collectively.
For everyone who tried this week.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes.
That way there's a little bit of extra incentive to put your goals in, because that way, no matter what, you'll get a Meryl Streep too. No matter what you got individually on the accountability sheet, collectively, you get Meryl Streep for trying.
Collectively.
But Steve, that Meryl Streep wasn't for you, because all you did was you didn't even put in goals. So that you're part of the collective shame, my friend.
You are. You got many, many shames, Stieg.
So did I. I got shamed twice this week. So.
You did. It's fine.
Casey thinks she should have gotten a pass and not shamed. But
She's
she decided to shame herself.
Yeah, I feel like there are ways to. I don't think my shame wasn't for not completing my writing goal. My shame was for deciding to play The Sims when I was sick instead of reading, which I feel like would have been more restful anyway. Like The Sims, you're straining your eyes. I think that's where the shame comes in, because I made the active choice to not do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Also, I know Jess asked a million years ago why my name is Kite Ann. I just remembered because I just wrote Kite Ann on the accountability sheet. The reason why it's this is because someone came in and said, "Kite, you look so good today." Or something to that effect.
It was really funny.
Kite, you so beautiful.
Yeah, you're so pretty. I thought it was "you so pretty" or something.
You're
So pretty, Kite. You so pretty, Kite. Which absolutely made my day. Thank you, whoever that was. I cannot remember who it was, but if it was you, I appreciated it immensely. I love it. I'm now Kite Ann. Kite Ann tennis balls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make that your goal for next week.
Learn how to spell schedule. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Jod.
you, Dawn.
I do not know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. But it's about to start. They're about to start writing. Beach read. Reading. I can't read.
Another newbie.
Yeah.
Give us
Hello.
Welcome. How old are you? And if you're above the age of 18, generally, where do you live?
I'm gonna go with they might be Greek. So that's the Greek alphabet, I think.
Well, but sometimes, I don't know, people just put fun names, I don't know if it's
true.
I'm not making any assumptions.
Fair enough. Also, if you would like to, let us know what we can call you or how to pronounce your name, because I cannot speak Greek or read Greek at all. So, but if not, that's fine. I can just refer to you as three laptops. Is that 3 laptops?
3 laptops.
Wait, what is that in the setup in the Discord? Because we can just refer to them as like chaotic neutral.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Now I need to look. Hold on. Should I stare at the Discord thing?
The meme.
The meme. It's a great meme.
Did I miss something? I think I missed something.
In the cafe.
In the cafe. The cafe is a great place. Honestly, just come to the Discord for the cafe.
I think it's just a 3 across, which is lawful good. So until they answer, we can just refer to them as lawful good.
Yeah, I think they're lawful good. Yep.
Yeah.
Lawful good. Thanks for that, Violet, by the way.
There we go. That makes sense. I connected the dots.
Yeah. The dots were connected. If I'm sick and do nothing, y'all better not shame me.
So then that's another thing, Katie, you need to add to your list. You need to fix the Meryl Streep thing, so it's women saying yeah, not men. Okay. Then make the distinction between the two polite golf claps. But then there needs to be something like, okay, you get out of it this time, where it's like there's no positive or negative connotation. It's just it's like a scratch. Like just not disqualified, but like I feel like there's a meme of, I'm thinking of the meme from Lord of the Rings of fine then keep your secrets, but that's not right. But it's like that kind of vibe, like, okay, you made it out this time or something like that, but I don't know what meme would be good for that.
Affair.
This is affair. Ooh.
Marina, I love that name.
Oh my god, I'm so frozen.
You really are. What a screen.
I don't think Marina's totally newbie. I feel like I've seen Marina before.
I think so too, but I don't think we ever learned Marina's name.
No,
Greek, definitely living in Greece. Living in Greece, lovely.
Definitely under 18. Excellent.
Love that for you. Love that, Marina. Lovely to meet you. Welcome to the crazy time.
Welcome to our cult.
Welcome to the cult, truly. Which, if you're from Greece, you know all about cults. That's where cults originated, in Greece, ancient Greece.
Yeah.
Dionysus' cult.
Okay, but I think that those cult terms are different than modern terminology. Like cult is just another way of saying very niche religion in a niche area, which I guess it's the Wallace and Katie show now.
Welcome to the FaceTime call with just us.
Yeah. But yeah, that was always something when the first time I really started going deep dive into Wikipedia about ancient Greece, I'd be like, cult of Persephone, cult of Dionysus, cult of, I'm like, gosh, there were so many cults. And it took me a long time to figure out that it was just, their little.
It's just a niche religion, which we're a niche religion.
That is true. Jottism. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jessica Williamson?
Who cannot spell correctly.
Which is part of her. Well, actually, Jod can spell perfectly always, but every so often, Jod likes to have these little mistakes as a reminder to the rest of us that not even divinity needs to be perfect. And so if we do not even need to hold divinity to a perfect standard, we of course should not be holding ourselves to a perfect standard. And that's part of Jod's grace and telling us that
it's part of the scripture. It's one of our parables. Oh no, the laptop died. Oh no. Why am I not? You were sitting at your desk, Grape. Just figure shit out. The way Madison is Ben Barnes' cousin, Marina maybe Steph's cousin.
Yeah.
Are you related?
Marina? What's your last name and your address?
Do you know anything about tennis? And if you do, you might need to leave. Just kidding. Oh, should we wait for Miss Grape? We should do a sprint since Miss Grape, right?
What?
So she
How
can
is
get back.
that the conclusion you've come to? Sprinting after the accountability sheet? What is this?
I mean, it's either that or we just leave. Do we want to leave without Miss Grape?
Oh no. Well, I know. Grape, call in. Are you planning on coming back?
Come on, Grape. My stream is until 4 p.m. and I at least remember to plug in my laptop this morning. Wow. Casey bringing out the shame bell for Grape.
Marina, have you joined the Discord? Do you like Discord? We have a library in Discord. Welcome back, Grape Pride.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And I don't know, you feel like you fit the vibe. So come hang
Learning
out.
so many life lessons. It's true. You will learn so much here. We're prophets.
You will learn the history
of
size.
I prophesy. She came to the conclusion of sprinting. Jod, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Get out of here.
Oh,
I remembered.
Don't mess up the comments for me.
Oh yeah, I did. I messed it
Whoa.
up.
What
The wrath of Jod.
The wrath of Jod for real.
Click away and then click back to it. Click the banners and then back to comments.
Okay, there it is. It's back. Wow,
Oh,
that really messed up the comments for me. Also, can I say I'm very disappointed because Oliver never joined our Discord.
I'm so upset.
Me too. Oliver, ungrateful.
R.I.P. Me to pieces.
R.I.P. to pieces.
Jessica's in the Discord now screaming about the fact that I have put them in timeout. Put her in timeout.
Oh,
Why you cut me out? Because you're rude to me and to Wallace. You're prophets.
Thank you. On this note, my laptop was at 100% when we started.
Oh,
I did give it 10% warning 10 minutes ago.
You need to
And I
adjust your
forgot.
battery.
What? It's been 3 hours.
My laptop was at 30% when we started, and I'm still going.
Oh.
It is
We just got a new laptop, though. My laptop's about 3 years old at this
Didn't
point.
you just change your battery? Didn't you change your battery in one of your laptops? I remember you doing it on a stream with Tosh.
That was my other laptop. But anyways, I came prepared at 100%. These things go long. I have a lot of tabs open, so Also, there was another point I was making, but I forgot. Hold on.
It's okay. Shall we sprint?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get.
I should have a Jeopardy. I should have a Jeopardy thing whenever Grape says, I'm gonna think about it. And then just play the Jeopardy sound.
Oh yeah, we haven't had gripes with grape in so long.
I haven't. What's a gripe? Give us a gripe here, Grape. Do you have one?
I'm sure I do. Hold on. Let me think about it.
Okay, take your time, Katie. Play the intro.
Well, first, we're going to give her a little bit of time because I saw this one.
Okay.
Play it again. For anyone who is new here who wants to see our fourth member.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. Mm-mm. Got nothing in my brain. Mm-mm. Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. Mm-mm. Got nothing in my brain. Mm-mm.
I just love all the different haircuts in that clip.
Me too. And they're very, very diverse, the amount of the different Steegs we have.
Yeah.
That's our fourth member, Steeg.
I miss him.
I miss him too.
So does Miranda.
I know, right?
And it's crazy because, like, I feel like I don't want anybody to freak out. There's nothing, no trouble happening. But, like, we haven't hung out off stream, like, since when?
Last week.
In a minute.
All four of us.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 2 weeks.
Well,
Well,
not on a Friday. Like, when we'd already started hanging out because we were streaming together. When was the last time we had a non-Friday hangout?
we need to start scheduling that.
I know.
You stop.
It's
having
been a while.
fun.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, it's just because I've been sick all month and Katie's had awful migraines. May was bad.
May was a bad time.
bad.
It's just a bad time.
It was a bad time.
So
This is my other
age.
Yeah. March wasn't great either. Can't remember March.
I blocked out March. We have been sprinting a lot together, I will say, in the Discord.
That's true.
But we haven't been on like stream together a lot.
Yeah. We haven't like seen each other physically.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Hey, Tara, you want some? This bitch empty.
That's been me.
Grape, do you have a grape yet?
Oh, you know what? I got distracted.
We'll come up with something in the next 8 seconds.
Ugh.
Gas prices. What's up with that?
Oh,
Good.
what a great grape.
That's a
Great grape.
grape.
Also, cars in general are so stupid. Why are they so high maintenance?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what happened to me 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving home from the bank and my car just like stopped. I was in the middle of the street. I just started rolling back. Yeah. So I had to like stop and put on my emergency lights and like wave people around me as I was like frantically trying to call a tow truck. But some really nice Samaritan got in my car and was like, I'll help you.
Got in your car.
It was a little scary. Like it would have been scary, but he was an old man. He had to be like 70. He looked nice.
Oh God, grape.
Grape. You almost got murdered. Girl.
I was on the phone with the tow truck lady, so there was breadcrumbs. Well, he like knocked on my window and was like, "Do you need help? Like all these people are ignoring you." And I was like, "Yes, I would love some help." And so then he was like, "Okay, get out of the car." And I was like, "I'm not gonna get out of the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hop over to the passenger seat and you can get in the driver's seat." So he helped me.
I drove away with you.
I could have jumped out. At any point because the car wasn't driving. So like, anyways, he helped me to a parking spot and then he helped me to get to a gas station. And I put more gas in the car and then I went to the shop and they.
Is that what happened? It ran out of
did
gas.
some
Or-
stuff. Huh?
Is that what happened? It ran out of gas, or
No. Listen. It didn't run out of gas. There was still gas. But but it wasn't like a full tank of gas or even a half a tank of gas. It was like a quarter tank of gas.
Okay.
So I went to the shop, got the oil change, and they looked at it and couldn't figure out what it was. So I drove home, and then the same thing happened again 3 days later. So I went to another shop, and they were like, "Oh, you need gas treatment." And I'm like, "What the fuck is gas treatment? No one's ever taught me about gas treatment." So apparently, twice a year, you're supposed to put something in your car to like clean out the like tunnels and whatever the fuck's in a car.
And so it just wasn't getting gas to it because your tunnels were clogged.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God. Why is this the first time we're hearing about this? That's insane.
I don't know.
Oh my God, Grape.
Also, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, he looked nice, and that was we heard from Grape. He did look nice. He was like, he gave off grandpa vibes, which is why I was like, okay, you can help me, grandpa.
But you were saying also, hold on.
Also, hold on. A tangent, a second Grape. I've recently acquired health insurance.
Oh, good for you.
Through my job, yeah. But it's only medical insurance, which is like, why don't they care about my teeth? Why don't I get dental insurance with my medical? And vision insurance, because a bitch needs glasses. So then I had to go separately and purchase a separate plan that has dental and vision. And I feel like that whole thing is also a scam, like gas treatment. Okay, I think that's it. I'm griped out.
That was a good gripe session. Callan, you missed us roasting you during the accountability sheet, pal. Yeah,
we did get shamed.
you did.
You have to watch the replay.
You will have to
Brutal.
watch the replay. Catherine has. What lie should I come up with? No, she's just taking a call. But what should you and I chat about while she's doing that? Grape has control.
Oh, I don't want control. You have control.
I'm not signed into the Trouble account.
Well, what should we talk about? We should talk about your next. Are you going to do another chocolate short story?
Let's talk about you. You said you're just a couple chapters away from the ending of your story and it was kind of freaking you out. What do you think is freaking you out about it? Is it the idea of finishing it well? Is it the idea of kind of not knowing what to do with yourself once the story is done? What do you think's going on there?
I think it's the idea of revising it once it's done. Or like wanting to revise it once it's done.
Okay.
I think it's just a perpetual drafter, like, you know.
That's interesting. So I don't know how to that didn't actually happen.
Is it?
Is it?
Maybe. Oh my gosh.
No, she put in the private chat that someone called her.
But maybe that's why they called her.
Oh yeah. It could be. But I don't know really how to approach the issue, because if it's that you're scared of revision, that you don't want to finish the story, well, why don't you just then not revise the story? Just finish it and be done with it.
Because I think it has potential to be a good story.
No, absolutely. But I'm just saying,
I would want to revise it.
Yeah. But if the problem is that it's the fear of revision that is preventing you from finishing, why don't you just? Did you leave because a tennis player broke their leg?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Which tennis player?
Sasha Zverev, who is a terrible person, but it was horrific.
Horrific?
Definitely.
How did it happen?
He was running over to a ball and literally his leg just like,
Ew.
I mean, there's no bones sticking out, but there is no way it's not fucking broken.
Oh, God.
Yeah, literally, my mom called me to tell me about it, and I just saw the.
Not Katie was flashing all the phone numbers.
There's no phone number. You can't see the phone number. It's literally just all these calls are from my mother.
Oh, okay.
It just says her name, which is just mom on my phone. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I literally did though. It literally couldn't happen to a worse person, is what I will say.
You've met him personally?
No, but I've read the testimony from his girlfriend who he almost killed a couple years ago. So
Okay, never mind. My judgmental ass is backing up. Okay.
literally, he's psychotic.
Like testimony, like in an actual legal court testimony?
No, a like an expose that she published, that she talked about all the things and showed pictures and stuff, and talked about all the stuff.
What is that? This is what I'm talking about. I don't like that Miranda knows this shit about you and we don't. What is she talking about?
And also, Grape, we're getting back to you. Don't think you're out of the hot seat.
Listen, I started with you, okay? We'll get to you too, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. We'll get to it. Okay, so long story short, me and my family love to go to this tournament. It's Western Southern Open. It's in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Anyway, a couple years ago, we went to it. Sasha Zverev was just becoming like up and coming. He was he's I think like a year older than me. Anyway, he was going to a practice thing, and a lot of people go to the practices and on the practice courts because they will sign autographs and stuff. Anyway, he was super popular, so there's a ton of people. So instead of like signing all these autographs for people, they gave him 3 tennis balls to sign and throw into the crowd. He threw the first one away from where I was standing, looked at me. I can't stop calling him Sasha. He looked at me, like gave me like a nod basically, and like threw the ball to me. Like threw the ball to me. But here's the extra part of the story. A woman jumped, like an older woman jumped in front of me and ripped the ball out from where I was, and he looks at her like, and then signs the last ball, like literally like looks directly at me and like this is for you, and threw it at me, and I caught it, and this is the ball.
You should cut off a part of it since he just broke one of his legs.
I know. This is the ball.
I said imitate the injury.
No.
And look
But
at that there.
no. Western and Southern
When was
Open.
this?
When was this? 2017? 2017? But yeah, this is the ball from.
Were you blonde?
Yes. No. Yes. No. 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 I wasn't. I was not. No, because this was definitely. Oh no. Yeah, definitely defaulting. Ooh, wow, that looks bad. Anyway, sorry. I have this stream on the other screen.
Anyway, we were talking about Grapes, kind of just what's going on in her mind about her finishing up her story.
Yes.
And
I thought you forgot about that.
no, that's why we're getting back to you. But what do you think that there's anything you could do that could aid you in finishing your story?
I don't know. I'm sure there are things I could do. I just haven't parsed out what they are.
Well, let's parse them out now, so that way you have a strategy going forward.
I don't think we have time for that.
We've got all the time in our life. StreamYard doesn't cut you out unless you go 24 hours or something like that. So we got lots of time.
I think even then they won't cut you out.
So what are some things that really motivate you to write? Right, Grape. What are some things that, like would watching a video about somebody drafting inspire you to draft? Like how Anna's video got me to start revising 2 minutes into it.
I think reading.
Okay.
But I've been in a reading slump.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, maybe we're breaking the reading slump. I did read a book last week.
You did. You read that Riley Sager book.
Oh, that is a good idea, Jess. Thank you. Doubly thank you. Yeah, I don't think watching videos, like writing vlogs, help me at all.
Okay.
They don't give me the motivation. I just like, peering into other people's lives and process, but
Okay.
there's nothing for me.
Yeah. So then why don't you write down on a little piece of paper, number 1, read a book, number 2, tarot cards, and like a third thing. And then every single day you do all 3 of those things. You don't have to read a book all day, but like maybe 10 minutes of reading. And then maybe it's just 1, read for 10 minutes, 2, pull inspiration cards, and then 3 is write for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. And then that's the process, and you do that little chunk of things.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
Okay. While she's doing that, Catherine,
Yes.
you're in a writing slump too. What's up with that?
I am. What is up with that?
Do you think this is okay? I'm going to present a couple of possibilities.
Oh, okay. Lovely. I love options.
Do you think this is general burnout since you've been going at such an intense speed for so many months? Do you think that you're intimidated by where the story is heading? Do you really think it's just midpoint slump? Like it's not even intimidated. You're just sort of like, I don't know what's going to happen. Or am I totally off the mark in all
It's
ways?
the second one. It's that I'm very intimidated by what's going to happen next.
Why? Because of the emotionality of it, of the philosophy of it, of the what?
The emotions of it, and the fact that so when I came up with the idea for this book, this was the point of the book that I always knew and that I knew I was writing towards. And then after that, it's kind of like, ooh, into the deep end where I have like a couple of scenes planned, nothing else.
And nothing else.
And I know the ending. I know what I'm getting towards. I know what I'm writing towards, but because I have like the love confession scene planned out in my notes, but because the midpoint of this book is the breakup between 2 characters who have been together for the entire book, and they're like just the last straw breaking for them, and then I also love when Life Goes Wallace comes out.
But remember, I'll remind you that you were in a very similar situation with Cruel Summer, where you had the first part well thought out, and then the second part.
I didn't have any of that book thought out, bitch. I had 78 words.
Yeah, but like you had the vibes for the first part, and then you're like, but I have no idea what's happening in the back half or how it ends, and you still were able to pull it through. So you are capable of, working your way through it. So from that level of intimidation, like at least remind yourself that you are capable of doing it.
Yeah. I don't think it's the me not knowing. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of I am afraid to.
Why?
Because I feel like I've built up this moment. Like it's literally been the entire book working towards it, and it's like, what if it isn't what it should be?
What should it be?
Oh my god! Shut up, Brenda! Shut up!
That's funny.
Oh, there will be no fake dating subplots in this book.
Fabulous tropes of fan fiction and their
it's great.
meandering tendencies.
Yes.
But what is it meant to be? You were saying you're afraid it's not going to be what it's meant to be, how it's supposed to be. How is it supposed to be?
Well, it's supposed to be like, this big emotional climax of one relationship and like it's a really horrific breakup in the midpoint. So like
horrific, like physically?
Oh, no. Well, no.
Okay. And you feel like this, you said you think it's like the emotional climax of the middle of the story and will have repercussions throughout the rest of the story. And I'm assuming the couple doesn't get back together. This is like in the rom-com where the couple that were engaged and you're like, oh wait, maybe we're not right for each other.
Yeah, essentially. Okay. Yeah, because the plot of the book is there's one character who has been with his soulmate they met when they were kids, and they've kind of been off and on for a while, and they just don't really work because of traumatic things that happened in the past to both of them. And then there's the other character who's the other point of view character who comes in and is the best friend of the other main character, and they're the ones who end up together after this breakup. Like,
that's really intense. So your
Yeah.
soulmates aren't ending up together romantically. Do they end up together platonically? Like, how does
yeah, they end up so the book's called Invisible String, both because of like the connection, like not soulmates, but like there's an invisible string tying them together, and like, you know, golden string tying you to me that isn't like physical, like it's an invisible string you can't see, as opposed to the soul mark, which is like literally something you can see. And then there's another line of like something like my axe to grind about like previous relationships, but now I send their babies presents. That's kind of how their relationship, the soulmates relationship, ends up, but he ends up with someone else.
Wait, that's so interesting from like a mechanics perspective and the way that you have it set up in the first book. That's so interesting.
It's like a reverse, because in the first book they hate each other in the beginning and like don't get along, and then they end up together. But then in this one they don't really get along, but like they do kind of fit together. Like they do love each other, but they don't know how to care for each other because of the traumatic things that have happened, and because of choices they've made in the past that have just broken the relationship beyond repair. And then because the whole thing, that the reason they fall apart is because of intense jealousy and such.
So I guess, so you are right before the breakup in the story, and like, is
Yes.
it about to happen? Like literally the next words you're going to be writing is the fight.
No. So the next scene is a strip poker game, which
Oh my God. Okay.
which so that happens, and then something else one character thinks happens but doesn't, and then that character responds negatively, and because of what he does they end up breaking up.
Okay, I have
And
the
that's
perfect solution for you. Just write the strip poker scene. Like, you're not at the
I know, but okay, but the strip poker scene is also like kind of is a time. for
yeah,
reasons.
but like whatever, that's intimidating for whatever reason. That you're not even intimidated by the midpoint. You're intimidated by a strip poker scene? Like,
No. It's true. It literally is. It literally is. It literally. Strip poker, yeah. Well, the strip poker game is the fun part. Is like kind of this fun, and then there's a point where like it like becomes less fun and like becomes like kind of traumatic for one of the characters, and then
Yeah, but I'm saying you're in a really good position right now because you have this thing that you're seeing ahead of you that is intimidating to you. But before that is a thing that's going to be fun to write. So just try and commit to, like, you know, sometime today, sometime this week, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna start writing the strip poker thing, and I can stop as soon as I want to stop and stuff, and just see how far you can get into it. And it's very, with you, for you, a lot of the big thing is just getting you writing again. That's a big thing for you. Like, we don't need to do what we're doing for Grape of like trying to build consistent little habits over a longer period of time, because as soon as
I resent that.
No. I'm saying it's different strategies. I'm saying it's totally different strategies. So for you, it's just getting you to start writing again. So I think just commit to writing the strip poker scene, and it might not be all. You might write the strip poker scene and then are still like, oh, I can't do the fight. But at least by then you've written the strip poker scene. You know,
yeah, at least half the chapter will be done, or well, because at least one chapter will be done, because it's technically 2 chapters.
Yeah.
They split in half because.
Yeah. Cool. And well,
Bye,
it's
Caitlin.
So.
Bye, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Also, bye, Kelly. You're probably gone already.
Oh, bye. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for talking about writing with us.
Yeah.
What Callum said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm just being stupid because chapter 8 is literally a strip poker scene, another like scene with like a conversation scene. Again, because this book is just conversation at this point. Like, actionable things, no, they just have conversations in hotel rooms. And then the next chapter is breakup.
So, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I just need to get it back on the horse. It's just what needs to happen.
Grape, do you have a time of day you think you could do your 3 things that you could like commit for the next week of at this hour every single day? I'm going to do 10 minutes of reading, tarot cards, and 10 minutes of writing.
I don't know. I've got a busy. My plate's full the next 2 weeks.
Even at 8 p.m.
I'm usually in bed by 8 p.m. Not gonna lie, because I've got morning shifts all next week. So, or is it this week? No, next week. Yeah. And then the week after that, I'm going to be with my family in New York. So, I don't know.
What about 7 p.m.? What about the 30 minutes before you go to bed? This is what you do. So at 7:30, you read for 10 minutes, then you pull out your little tarot cards, and then you write until 8.
I'll think about it. I'll jot it down. Take it into consideration.
What about when you go to New York? Are you gonna have time then, like to like sneak away and have like a little writing, like making it like a small writing retreat for yourself, or is it just gonna be jam packed full of family?
I think it's just gonna be jam packed full of family.
That's fair.
But
But
we are partiers, so
That's why you should focus though on committing for 30 minutes a day this week. So that way, by the time you go on your trip, you will have 3.5 hours that you have work done. And so you can go on the trip and feel like you've made progress and can take that time off.
okay, I will try.
I think you should commit to me right now.
Commit on stream live.
If we have learned anything from my time on YouTube and my time as a troublemaker, my word means nothing. So,
Depends on what it is. Because you've committed to reading things for us and you've done it.
yeah, but
Also not
I'm
done
also
it.
committed to our Monday night editing things, and we haven't
Uh-huh.
done that in a while.
Well,
Monday
I've
needs to
been
be
sick.
Wednesday,
I've been sick for a month. So
but I also haven't like checked in and even been like, "Oh, hey, how you feeling? Can we do this?" I just like that's a thing that we said. We're not doing it. Let it go.
you know how you have your like little clock timers so you don't get time blindness?
hmm
You should do the Siri reminders. Like set a reminder every Monday at 5 p.m. that says check in with Wallace to see if you're doing an editing hangout. Do that right now.
Oh, back in the rat race. I thought about it last night, but then I was like, I don't know.
Um,
I'd have been there with you. I was up.
Actually, this is what you're going to do. Do you have your phone on you right now, Grape?
Yes.
talk to Siri and say, hey, Siri, set a reminder tomorrow. No, set a reminder for tonight at 7:30 to do my routine.
Hey Siri, set a reminder for tonight at 7:30 to do my routine. Okay, she's added to today's reminders.
Great.
I'm also a bad friend.
But here's the thing. It's not enough to just acknowledge it. You have to then make efforts to improve your attempts at friendship, right? So,
I don't think I'm a bad friend.
well, but no, I'm saying like if you're noticing that there's no checking in, then you make efforts to remind yourself to check in. Because look, some of us bitches just have bad memory. But I'm telling you, my life has changed since I have Siri start reminding me. She's like my personal little assistant. I now get birthday gifts on time. I now send out my thank you notes. Like, it's happening. So there are ways to fix it. We can't just acknowledge the bad and then think that that's all that there is to it. Oh, I've acknowledged it, so it's okay. No, we've acknowledged it, and now we make efforts to improve. And we can't always be perfect, as Jod tells us with her skeshawale. But but just as Jod then fixed her spelling in the next accountability sheet, she teaches us that we need to make efforts to fix the mistakes that we do make. We don't get mad at ourselves for our mistakes, but we do make the effort to fix them. So that is my interpretation as the prophet.
Hey.
She's reading from the gospel, straight from the gospel.
Yes, Miranda, I would like for you to remind me to be a good friend.
She's very good at it. She's good at reminding people. Which is funny because Miranda has a terrible memory.
She uses the Siri system, I think.
I think she does. Or she who shall not be named because she'll go off. She's sitting
Hey,
on my
Alexa, play Hamster Dance.
Oh, you've got your headphones in. Damn it. Did I get anybody else's? Sometimes I get other people's in the.
Who in the chat? Let us know if Wallace got your Alexa. She who knows shall not be named. If we're all making efforts to be better people, I'll complete my goals next week. What's your goals next week? Let me look at them. Oh my god, I have way too many tabs open. That's overwhelming. There it is. There's no tabs in it.
I got Morgana.
Got Morgana.
Enjoy the dulcet sounds of the hamster dance.
I set reminders myself and then I'm sending to you. There we go. There we go. There it is.
Well, now that Kitty and I have been in the hot seat, Wallace,
Tell us about HR. What's going on?
warm your tush.
What?
I said, warm your tush. What's going on with human resources?
Human resources is good. I got through the quagmire of the first couple of chapters a while ago, and I kind of dropped right into the middle of things starting in chapter 4, which is when we have the time jump. That's the 10 years later. But part of me is like, maybe I don't need to drop it down because I feel like it has done a tonal shift then. It's like super, I don't know, what's the word? Like, not introspective, but I feel like it went from feeling more, no, not literary, but like, I feel like my writing style has become very YA in chapter 4. And so
it's more like actionable stuff. Like she's actually like doing stuff. And then
Yeah.
before she was like just processing.
Yes. And, you know, there's a part of me I'm struggling with that balance because there's a lot of stuff I want to explore in this story, but I don't want to bore the person who's reading this story. And that's just been something that's so fascinating to me because when I read This Book is for October, I can read 10 pages in a 10-minute sprint. And, you know, granted, if I'm editing, it takes me longer and stuff, but I'm still reading it fast. And reading 10 pages of Heliacal Rising can take me like an entire 50-minute sprint. And I think it's because I am being really careful about my word choices and I'm going back and I'm rereading and fiddling with the words and everything like that. But I do find that interesting. I even like was like at a certain point, I was like, is my font different or my spacing is different? Because how is this happening? Like, did I not double space Heliacal Rising or something? Because why can I read to Bithos so fast and HR? I hesitate to say it feels like a slog, but I'm worried that someone who isn't me would think it's a slog because if it's taking me this long to read 10 pages, what's it going to be for someone who doesn't have the whole story in their head, right? And so all the holes are filled in for me. What's going to be like for someone who's new to this world and is trying to read all this stuff and does it sound just crazy? So I'm struggling with that. I think, you know, May in general was bad because I'm not even joking when I say I had 5 different illnesses. Like I'm certain people, if I hadn't had a positive COVID test, I'm certain people in my house would have thought I was faking it for attention. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I started the month off horribly, horribly ill gastrointestinally. And then I got a really bad cold that lasted for a week. And then I've been suffering from headaches. And, you know, then some other people in my house got sick. And then now I have COVID. So it's just been like such a complete mess of a month. So I'm being pretty generous with myself in terms of how many words I've gotten this month. And the days that I was able to work, I did work. It's just the work has been slow. But yeah, I think it's similar to Katie's in that I'm very intimidated by this story, but I really love it. And so that's what's keeping me pushing through. My daily word count was meant to be 1,000 words a day. I think I'm averaging about 100, which obviously is 10 times slower than it's meant to be. So that's the whole spiel about HR.
Have you been doing your meetings with your agent?
Yeah, we do the check-ins twice every 2 weeks. She sent my agent sends me an email just saying how's it going, and The last check-in was a week and a half ago, and I said, it's been slow this month, and it'll be the same next week when I say, I've had it, and there's been nothing, no progress, basically. So that's a little embarrassing, but I do think it's helpful because it is always on my mind of, I have to check it, which I do think is the reason why, even though I'm not getting banger word counts, I am working on it consistently. When I'm able to. If I'm sick, I can't work on it because I have such bad brain fog. So yeah. But
I do think
yeah.
HR is a completely different story than Tibuffo, though.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Tibuffo,
totally. Yeah, completely.
It's meant to be.
But I think that
HR is a thinky book. It's very thinky.
Yeah, but I also want it to be enjoyable. That's my thing, right? Like,
just because it's. But you also can I also say that you wrote Tibuffo. It's like there's less pressure on Tibuffo as well, whether it's subconsciously pressure, like because you're like writing HR being like, my agent's gonna see this, and like this is gonna be the book that I'm gonna try to debut with potentially. Like in Tibuffo, you're just like, this is going to my sister.
Yeah, and Tibuffo, it's like I can spend 5 pages describing a meal she's cooking because that's the point of the story, is to give you the aesthetic of Halloween and fall, and just it's all stuff that I know just intrinsically. Some of the magic stuff I've researched and looked up, but I did that a while ago, so I have all that information in my head. With HR, I spent January doing a lot of research, and I read a lot of books and stuff, but there's still stuff that I want to be looking up, right? One of the things in chapter 4 is we now see my character 10 years later, and she's in this profession that I did some research for. She's in my world, not my world, it's our world, but in the future, because this is taking place about 70 years in the future from today. An apothecary is someone who's like a specialty tea maker and tea presenter, and it's like become a very important part of the culture. And that's what she is. She's an apothecary, and she owns her own shop where she makes these herbal blends of teas. And granted, to her, it's all a scam. Like, she knows it's all a scam. She's a snake oil salesman, but she still like takes the education aspect of it very seriously, because that's part of the scam. You have to be able to make people believe in the product that you're selling. And so she's educated herself on all the products. But I don't have a certificate in tea stuff. And so that's another thing that's slowing me down, is that there's a lot of,
I love her.
That Andromeda, so my main character, and that's my other thing, right? Is that I have this knowledge that, oh my god, this girl could be so iconic, but she taps into a part of me that is like, that I'm afraid is real, but she acknowledges and fully is like aware of about herself. And so I kind of struggle to write her, because I want to treat her like a real human, but I have a tendency to, because I'm afraid that like her personality is actually the truth of my personality, which by definition means it's not, because she's not afraid of it. I think sometimes I treat her almost as a cartoon, and and that's my other thing, especially when I'm writing the chapters where she's a child. I feel like I can tap into that more, because apparently it's easy for me to write a child's mind, because it's like they're not, I mean, she's definitely not innocent and pure as a kid, but I think she's just very like, this is what I'm seeing, and this is how the world is, and my reaction to it.
Well, kids are almost cartoony in a way, in the way that they're very absolute about things, because they don't have the nuance of being an adult. But then writing her again 10 years later has got to be difficult, because she has to have those shades of herself, but has to be an adult now.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of the thing I'm not waffling on, but just struggling with is, I'm almost, part of me is like, do I even do this 10-year jump? Or do I just include all the stuff that happens to her in multiple chapters, and really make it the end of the first act, the shift and stuff? I know, but that's my thing, right? Is like,
well, maybe if you need to write that to get to the point where you can write her as an adult, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because if you need to like get to the mental, because I'm the same way when I'm writing stories. That's why I can't write stories non-linearly. Mm-hmm. Like if I have like an emotional beats that I'm following, like I have to be able to follow the character through everything. I can't just skip to like them being fully emotionally
Right.
stable. Like I gotta get through the shit first.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But my big hang up, and I'm sure this is what you're thinking too, about spending so much time in her past, is that there's an important character that gets introduced theoretically early in the outline, but at this point we're 50 pages into the book and he has not been talked about yet.
What a Wallace way to go. Like that is you too. That's your brand.
Yeah.
That happened in EC too.
It did. No, but at least that person been referenced since basically
That's true.
5. Like that person is talked about all the time, and then we hear them. Spoiler alert: we hear them speak on page 80. Well, page 65, but
65 in the revised version.
in the revised. But yeah. But the thing is, and that's another thing, is that I think even though I have fully outlined the book, there is my main character has a very specific goal in her life, and her relationship with the person on the other end of that goal is important. But then we also have this other person who is the person that is, it's page 50 and they still haven't been mentioned, that I really, really wanted to highlight their relationship. But I realized as I'm getting closer to his introduction that I don't actually know how they serve each other and how they change each other, how they grow by the end of it. I know the arc that the male character goes through and the decisions he makes and how those change, but I don't know how they affect one another. So that's something that's, I've outlined this entire book and I love the outline, but I'm realizing that the little details are still missing. And even though they're missing, I don't think that's going to change the shape of the outline, but I definitely think that changes the emotional core of the story, which is the whole point of reading the book.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm so sorry for all the vagueness. We could talk about Tabifo instead, and then I can be really hyper specific. So
I didn't even realize how vague you were being, because obviously I know you've done the everything you say. I have the context that I'm cycling it through. So
so I'm sure this is boring for people, but
I think it's still important to talk about though, because that's that writer thing of like how like just because you've outlined something some way, you still haven't actually put the beats in it, the emotional beats. Because I feel like oftentimes, at least for me, when I'm outlining, I'm only outlining the plot points, but like the secondary layers of how the characters react to things is more difficult to see.
I mean, it's just interesting. That's an interesting thought.
What?
I feel like when I outline, I only outline the emotional beats. Like, what is the plot?
Just vibes.
That's really interesting. It's kind of crazy because my outline is still longer than the actual story so far. My outline is 60 pages, and the story is just at 15. And I really think I did a good job for the main character of getting into the nitty-gritty about her emotional beats with her main journey and her main goal. But it's the B plots.
Yeah.
Not that there are that many of them, but the subtle B plots that I'm struggling with. But I have to laugh because I remember being like, wow, I banged out this outline. Now this means the story's going to get written so fast. And granted, I think that the quagmire of the first 3 chapters, where I was debating how long I needed to spend in the past, because I didn't want, initially it was just going to be the first chapter, and then we do the 10-year jump, and then I ended up spending 2 extra chapters in the past because I just felt like it was really important. But that slowed me down, and being sick so much has slowed me down. So I think that I'll speed up again. And I think I've said this live before, but I think the pressure that I'm putting on myself is from this desire to be back out on submission. Because once I don't actually know if I've talked about this live, but once I sent my agent the pitch and the outline for this, like, she was so enthusiastic about it that she wanted to really focus on this as opposed to the book that I had out on submission. And we were taking that book off sub anyway to potentially do a revise of it, but since I'm focusing on this new story, we're not doing the revise. So that book is kind of in no man's land right now. And I have this desire to be back out on sub because I don't know. Even when sub is going badly, you're like, well, but I'm on sub, so I'm doing something, right? And my agent isn't going to drop me, right? But like right now, I have this horrible fear that like every time my agent checks in with me, and I'm like, oh, I've only written 1,000 words since we last spoke, like that. She's gonna be like, you know what? This isn't working. Bye. And
Just be like, get out, go away, go find someone else.
Yeah, and so I there's like a lot of external fear as well as the internal fear of the story.
Yeah.
And I think from like a validation standpoint, I'm like, okay, if I can go back out on sub by September, then like it's all good. It's all good because I went on sub last September. I was like, okay, it's just like back on sub with a whole new book in 4 months. Like it's completely insane. And the other day I saw a tweet from Hank Green, and he was saying how his goal for himself is to get 1,000 words a week. And I was like, amateur hour. but at the end of the day, I feel like because he's set such a sustainable goal for himself, he actually completes it. Like I don't write 1,000 words a week at this point because I'm so scared of my own story and I've been sick. But so anyway, I'm sorry. That was like a whole long tangent thing, but that's where I am.
It's so funny because I think I'm the direct opposite of you.
Okay.
Where like you are like, I need to speed up with this book so I can get back on submission, and I'm like, I need to not revise because I don't want to go out. I don't want to query. I'm like, I don't want to query.
But I think there's like the added pressure of like, I don't think it's a legitimate fear, but of the, if I don't produce, my agent could drop me, and I think, that's kind of the fear that I'm working with. I don't, crossing my fingers, I don't think that would happen because I think my agent's really excited about this story, but your girly loves to catastrophize, so.
Miranda says, yep, same Katie. Also, I feel like I'm a step behind Katie. Like I don't want to finish this because then I have to revise it, which means it'd be closer to having to query it.
Right. Yeah. Oh God.
Kelsey, this is why he can't outline. Sorry, Katie, I'm taking over your stream. Go ahead.
Go ahead, girl. I hate streaming, so.
This is why Callum can't outline, because for them writing the emotional beats end up lead to me throwing out the outline because it doesn't fit with what my characters have become through writing. Yeah.
I feel that too as well, because when I'm writing my characters, or like when I'm writing the emotional beats of a plot line, I tend to focus only on the internal aspect of the main characters who I'm writing the POV from. And obviously there are other characters that have their own emotional beats and the things that they do.
Are you okay, Wallace?
My computer's at 1%. Hold on.
This bitch, she was getting on you for not having it plugged in. And here we are. Anyway, there's like the other characters' emotional beats, I think, are what kind of throw off, because obviously when they have conversations with the characters that change the internal structure of the main character, that also has ripple effects that when I was just thinking about the internalness of the character, didn't see. And especially in like romance, like when the entire plot line is emotion, like it's very complicated and I don't like it.
Casey says she has outlined an entire project and still has no clue how to write it. Yep, I'm with you there on that as well.
Me and the Eclipse Project.
I miss the Eclipse Project.
I miss her too. I miss her so bad. I keep coming back to her. And I'm like, oh, I miss you. I miss you, baby. I love her so much. But alas. Flora also feels that writing is hard. Why the fuck did we pick this hobby?
So hard.
Why is this the hobby we chose?
Oh no.
What?
Was there a Scrivener update?
Scrivener update? Maybe. I don't know. Was there? Oh.
COVID.
Oh, goodbye. It died. Schwalisma has died.
Yeah.
Gone.
Oh, there she is.
There she is. Woo!
You guys, I literally had the charger an inch away from the insert port. Like I almost had it, and then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna rewrap it around me. And literally that extra 3 seconds was the death of me. Like I literally was I'm not even kidding. I was so close, and everything went black. I was like, no, I'm sorry.
No. Okay. You got back really fast though. So welcome back.
Wallace has died and Ghost Wallace has risen.
Shall we visit Ghost Wallace?
Oh no, she's risen indeed.
Let's see. I don't know if my computer can handle it when it's so. Hello.
She's returned. She's back. Maybe it's good the newbies left.
Yeah, clearly we scared him away.
I think we did. I'm so sorry. Although we had a great discussion about craft and writing
I
and stuff.
know.
So
Yeah.
People missed the really deep discussion right at the end.
wow, look at that. All right. Are we good for this week?
Yeah.
Your tight berries.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Is that all from us for this week, or is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Thanks for coming to the stream this week. Next week is that you, Dewasia?
I think so. We'll have to discuss.
to figure it out. And Worldwide Readathon. I'm the only. Nope. Stieg's also hosting one. Me and Stieg are hosting streams for the Worldwide Readathon, which there'll be information in the Discord. If you're not following us there, you can find it somewhere. It's linked in the banner of our channel, which you should subscribe to. Subscribe to us. We literally have been streaming every single week since October. We haven't missed a single one.
Isn't that
So,
crazy?
isn't it? Especially with us flaky bitches.
I know. Talk about like not committing, and yet here we are. I'm the least committing to the Fridays than anyone else. So
We're still here. We're still thriving. So, welcome to the Troubleverse, the cult. Anyway, hope you all have had a good time this week. Welcome to the FaceTime call. We are now exiting the FaceTime call. See y'all later.
Bye. I don't know what to say at this point, but I feel like it's tradition for me to come in during the credits. Anyway, have a good week, y'all.
And don't forget,